VPG! Tonight is the night number 3 of 3. It's the third and final qualifier. At around about midnight tonight, we will know who will be playing in the pinnacle of VPG, the pinnacle of pro clubs. Stick around with us because it's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a good one because the games on this game mode have been absolutely banging this season, and there's going to be no let-up because there's so much to play for tonight. And if you hadn't already guessed it, the sad news is it's just me. It's just me tonight, unfortunately. Domino is elsewhere, so you will have to just put up with me. Again, don't leave. Stay with me. We're here until late. I think Tuesday we may be finished about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So stick around. It's going to be a good one. And before the games kick off, we're going to try and get around the grounds just to try and see as he turns off the lobby who's playing for who. And we can also have a look at some of the proposed games for tonight as well. So the background music's always on, but thank you very much. Right, so tonight, I mean, we start with a plan and then we never actually go anywhere with it. But tonight's plan is Good 11, the controversial Good 11. They are going to be taking on Strenua, who have impressed a lot and then not impressed a lot. So we're going to see what those guys are cooking straight off the bat tonight. And then I'm torn. We've got a lot of good games and they're all in the second place. So Porto Salvo against Janzium will be hard pressed not to go for that one. Neom are there, but they are playing Good 11, who we would have seen. And then Casapia taking on Ironhawks as well. Casapia, of course, champions on Tuesday, Neom champions on Monday. So that second game slot's going to be difficult, and then the third game slot is not difficult at all. It's Focus against Avora. We asked for it, they delivered. Let's do this. Right, going around the grounds. Let's see who we can get. I mean, that's Strenua, so that's not a great start. Focus are on the channel. CJ's just doing his build. Get behind the scenes on that. Avora already in a game and 3-0 up, so that's pretty good for them. Let's have a little look-see on streams. We're struggling again for streams. Big Varmy. Bang on cue. Let's see what these boys are cooking. Just 4 people in there. I mean, kickoff is at 8:15. That's all I'm going to say. We're used to it by now, but that's all I'm going to say. Bluey, welcome in, and thanks Domino and Wazza as well for the noise updates. Here we go again. You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong. Right. That's GSK. Who have GSK got first? Because they went deep on Tuesday. Oast Gaming. That would be a good game. I mean, we'll keep them there. Annoyingly, that it's not on Twitch. And I like to have all my Twitch people in here so I can just flip between them. But clearly they didn't get the memo. Here is the Focus team. They are our third game tonight. CJ and Keenan Page. They've gone with 2 up top. I don't think the 3 worked on Tuesday. Hammer is playing CDM again. And Focus Delosa in Cam. Of course. They've got Beast. They've got Zay in. Some good signings. That's some good signings. We said they always make good signings. They're an interesting team to follow. For the simple fact that they've got the pull power for obvious reasons. Right, there is confirmation of the Strenua team that is going to be taking on the controversial good 11. We can come off these now because those boys are going to be ready. Kun Aguero, welcome in, mate. Good to see you. Let us know what you're doing this season, Kun. Be interesting to know, as per usual. Right, here is the lineup for Strenua. Mads Pitbull is back. Berberoy, what a player. And Megget Bra. That's a very good front three. And Standal is in CDM, one of the stand-out players. Yes, not yesterday, Tuesday. He is joined by Rambros in there. Mikkelsen and Norwegian legend. Very, very busy players as well. It's a good-looking team. I like this team, hence why we're there. I'll try and get some team news from Good, but it's probably not happening. We'll just have to call that one on the fly, I think. Christian Boras Garcia's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hopefully these guys don't keep us long because we want to get the action underway, because the quicker we get into these games, the more chance we've got of catching some other games as well. And like I said, whilst they're just on here, there's so many good teams, and I'll just caveat now, boys and girls, we can't get around to everyone. I'd love to. I'd sit here and watch every single one of these quick maths 30 games, you know. I'd do it. I'd do it for me, and I'd also do it for you guys, but it can't happen. So we try our best. We try and pick some of the ones we think are going to keep you entertained, like Robbie Williams over here. But we should be kicking off soon. We should be kicking off soon. I'll see if there's any. It's one of my favorite things to do on a VPG night. Go and get all the gossip. And I can't see good 11 anywhere. everyone's like, yeah, let's go, let's get into games. Good 11, nowhere to be found. Keenan Page, you will be game number 3. Don't you worry about that. Avora versus Focus is our game number 3. I must admit, I did drop both the managers a line when I saw that draw, and I was a bit like, did someone maybe rig that? Obviously, I was joking. They would never. But also, if they wanted to, fine. That's going to be a banger. And then, chat, maybe you guys can help me. A game for this second slot. I mean, to be honest, with the way things go in these tournaments, sometimes we can't actually get to the games we want. So, it'll be very loose, but I mean, I've got my eye on GSK. Axe Clan will be a good game. Porto Salvo, Janzium. How can we overlook that? Casapia, Ironhawks. It's got to be one of those 3, right? It's got to be. Let me know. Let me know what you reckon. I'm a man of the people. Most of the time. Most of the time. CJ's in the chat. CJ, is this going to be my first time watching you? Considering you watched the stream from abroad on Tuesday and now you're in playing from the UK, obviously. Cobes isn't streaming tonight. Thank you, Cobes. Delos has stitched you right up on that first night. Focus are underway. Wow. Strenua. And to be fair, I'm sat here saying Strenua. I mean, they've been sat in the lobby for a good 5 minutes. I still haven't seen Good post in here, but I also haven't seen Strenua post in here either. It's always fun in games. Always fun in games when I pick the wrong game. Watch it be 0-0 as well. That's what we call a double whammy, boys and girls. It's what we call a double whammy. Kun Aguero is playing in the Turkish leagues. Not sure about EU. Get over to EU. And I don't want you playing in any of these League 5, League 6s, mate. You get yourself up there. Get yourself up there. That's what we need. Right, they're sending. CZV. I'm not saying anything, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Right then, let's get some predictions. Which way is this going, boys and girls? Strenua versus Good 11. Now, Good 11 on paper, you, like we say always, you have to be good to call yourself Good 11. And they are. They've got some, I would call, world-class players in that starting 11. And then we watched them get absolutely dismantled by Avora. 3-0 at half-time. They mercy ruled it at half-time. So, I don't know what to expect. But expect fireworks. And the same with Strenua as well. They welcome back Mads Pitbull tonight. I feel like they missed him on Tuesday. Up front with Berberoy, who is just a savage in front of goal. So, let's go then, boys and girls. Kicking off Thursday night, it is Strenua in the all black. And Good 11, CZV in the white. I'm going to go for a Strenua win here. But don't tell the good boys. I feel bad betraying them. Standall, watch out for that man as he gives the ball away, but he's a very good player. Oh, Reezy and Robbins up front. Okay, okay. I didn't know that they were playing tonight. Megat Bra to Berberoy. Slides it through to Mads. Cuts inside. Space opening up, but Reezy back there defending. Bullets it through to Shells. Jeez. Can I change my prediction? Oh, the three of them. Robbins, Reezy. And it is the latter Reezy who puts it away. 1-0 to Good 11. They may very well have to change their name to Very Good 11 because these boys are, yeah, they've put together a very nice team here. That's all I'm going to say. Right, Strenua then with it all to do. They've got the players to do it, to be fair, but all this means is that early goal is going to open things right up now. It was worth the wait, boys and girls. Worth the wait. Alfie goes long. They got change out the last long ball, though it was on the deck. Francio, down the line it goes. Reezy to Robbins, gets it back. I mean, we know about that partnership, and then you just chuck Shells into the mix as well. Silly. Silly. They're running the game, the three of them. Cruyff at the back post. Eye shot gets across. Good tackle from him. They did have a spare man over. They are committing men forward, Good 11. Much better start to this game than on Tuesday, and they won't mind me saying. Corner comes in. Deluxe is there, completes the clearance, does Megatbro, down the line to Berberoy, good turn from him. Expect to see Mads keep hitting those channels, it's what he does. He opens up the game for his side, I mean he occasionally plays it all the way back as well. But a very industrious player. Megatbra, not on the same wavelength this time. So Scott sweeps it up to Masley and off. The boys in white go. Good 11, 1 goal to the good, and cooking, especially in this middle and final third with these three. Tries to slide it through. Eyeshock is there again. Is Mikkelsen, a rare touch for him. He's barely touched the ball, and here we go. Megatbra, a very good cam, slides it through to Berberoy, who gives it to his strike partner straight down the throat of Masley. Good goalkeeping from him. Safe hand. Standall is there. That's the Standall we know and love. Intercepting demon, that is what he is in the team to do. Megatbra finding Berberoy again. If Good 11 are going to get anything from this game, they need to cut that out. Too many times, if you're a Good 11 fan, that has happened. Mads Pitbull, space in the box, tries to cut back in, and Braden is there. Good tackle from him at the expense of a corner. taking their sweet time. Mickelson doesn't want to watch this corner, apparently. Ball comes in, near post, flicked on. Acres of space at the back post. Somehow it's not gone in. Masley pinches the pocket of Mads Pitbull on the line. There were 3 black shirts. Any one of them could have put it away. Warning signs for this good 11. A good corner routine near post. We've seen that quite a lot in this early stages of FC26. And that's a ball and a half. Norwegian legend had the run on the centre-back. Heads over, though, and Strenua are knocking on the door. 25 gone. Still a goal up. However, not as comfortable as it was in that first 10-15 minutes. Robbins gives it to Reezy. No idea where either of those two are playing, by the way. Shells to Francio. The names are just rolling off the tongue. Alfie to Reezy. Press the shoot button. Exactly, Wiggles. We say it all the time. Pull the trigger. I tell you what, if he has beat the offside trap here, which he has, Berberoy through. Masley, another good save. They cannot find a way past this man so far, and it's end-to-end stuff. It's turned into a basketball game, which I am here for. Both sides cooking going forward. Alfie, down the line it goes to Francio. Loses his man to Robbins, gives it to Reezy. Standel is there. Does eventually get it through. They keep it on. Fisher Dems does really well, doing that Standel roll. Just sweeping up in front of his back line, and here they go again. They have looked so fluid going forward. So much so this man's barely touched the ball. Jake Cruyff, the ex-FIFA pro, switches play. Bacco, the gaffer. Robbins to Alfie. Francio on that far side, cuts inside to Robbins. Deluxe is there, but gets it back, does Robbins. Looking near post. Zalo comes across, gets the block. It will be a corner. 10 minutes to go till half-time. How this is still 1-0, I'll never know. Reezy to Cruyff. Edge of the box is on, wins the header. Shells chooses not to go for the shot. Instead, hands it off to the centre-back. Maybe not the best choice. Mads Pitbull over the top to Berberoy. He's got space, but no support. Alfie, who, to be fair, has probably been man of the match this first half. And I tell you what, Bacco took a chance there. Very, very close to losing it. He will say he wasn't, obviously. Mickelson to Mads Pitbull, far side. Looking inside, might fall to the danger man, Berberoy, but swept up nicely. They go long, no change out of this one. Good recycling from Strenua. A goal down. Can they pinch one before half-time? Not if Scott Rennie has anything to say about it. Comes across nicely. Does fire it behind his own goal, though, for a corner. Again, taking their sweet time, and again, it goes near post. Braden is there. Let's see if Good 11 do anything different to defend this near post. I mean, there's a man unmarked at the back post in black. He's lost his man again. They aim for him. Fisher Dems does well. 2 minutes to go till half time. Rambaros does well. Mads Pitbull picks it up with a bit of space, cuts inside. Francio, though, recovers nicely. There's the cam, though, for Strenua. Winning it back. It's got to go now. Mads Pitbull gives it to his cam, cuts back, goes down, and it's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty on the stroke of half-time for Strenua. Now, can they put this game level? It's going to be the man who got taken down, Megabrad, a.k.a. Dead Power, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and it's 1 apiece. Probably a fair reflection of that first half. It was a penalty. He did leave his foot in, and boys and girls, I think we made the right decision. We made the right decision, put it that way. Waiting for this game. Right, give me 2 seconds because I just want to check the sound just to make sure I'm not sounding a bit naff. We've got half time. We all need to just calm down a little bit anyway. Have a drink of water, have your sip of your tea, and we'll be back in 35 seconds. Here we go then, second half. 1-1. Is something going to give? Something doesn't have to give. This is, of course, group stage game number 1. And it is that Swiss format, aka Champions League style. 20 teams, 16 go through, so you'd be hard-pressed to go out at this stage. Nicholas, yeah, people are struggling left, right, and centre. Last night apparently was terrible. I think some of it spilled into tonight as well, but these guys have all got in, so keep trying. Reezy breaks through, fires it off the crossbar, and look how much pace is on it. It comes out of the box. Gilt edge from that man with his high standards. Oh, Jake Cruyff sends 2 men for a hot dog twice. Rambaros is there, though, completes the clearance to Mads Pitbull, but a massive chance for Good 11 to take the lead. Good 11, desperate to get into this esports Premier. They've got to have a good night tonight. The pressure is all on those boys. They missed Monday's tournament for whatever reason, so they were already behind on the points tally. They are looking to change that now. Robbins through to Francio Mikkelsen. Back there defending the gaffer. Leading by example. And finds Mads Pitbull. That is a ball and a half. That man is so difficult to play against. Stabs it front post. That's the one. Oh, Scott Rennie just about does enough. Takes it. I don't even think he took it off Berberoy. He just ran across Berberoy and it did enough. Great defending. Scott Rennie has been fantastic in his first 57 minutes. But again, it's all Good 11 until Strenua come alive. Masley didn't want it. Oh, you. They are living very dangerously at the moment. And it's topsy-turvy for 2 different reasons. Good 11 are playing the better football and Strenua just looks so dangerous on the counter-attack. And this is how they play. They are such a dangerous team to play against. Best CDM build so far. The GOAT, it's coming up. Don't worry. We have got our fingers in many pies. And by that, we're just in everyone's DMs. We love it. We love it. They'll all be on Pro Clubs Weekly YouTube. Shells into Francio, running off him a bit similar to when they hit the crossbar. They're just steamrolling their way through the middle. Fisher Dems to Reezy. Norwegian legend is there. Standal tidies up. Down the line it goes to Berberoy. And of course, Mads Pitbull is looking to run into those channels. Megatbra, back post is on. Finds the skipper, Mikkelsen. Cuts it back to Rambaros of everyone. Mikkelsen suspiciously looked offside there. Megatbra over the top. Scott Rennie clears. Standal keeps it open. And yeah, Mads Pitbull coming back from an offside position. The GOAT, I promise you, we're getting them done as soon as we can. We have to do this research. We have to make sure these ballers are balling. We can't just give you builds and we haven't watched them ourselves. So this week we've been doing research, but I promise they're coming sooner rather than later. Who's the guy with the white gloves? Berberoy. Scott Rennie again. White gloves, white team. This man, Alfie. Alfie's been phenomenal, by the way. Over the top it goes. The runner is Robbins, gets it back. Francio as well. Standal is there. Again, it goes over their own crossbar. I'll drop him a line, Go. I'll drop him a line. Don't you worry. We have contacts. Corner comes in. Jake Cruyff and Scott Rennie is there. Heads it down to his other centre-back. Gives it to Shells. That's who it needs to fall to, and that's who it does fall to. The goal machine finds the back of the net, courtesy of both of his centre-backs. To me, to you, to Shells, 2-1. See what I did there? Right then, 17 minutes for Strenua to get something out of this game. But it is Francio on the attack, pirouettes his way through. Do Deluxe & Co. do a number on it. Mads Pitbull. That's the ball in behind. The ball is on at the back post. They can't get it through, but it does get to Berberoy, who then finds its way. I tell you what, Masley has made a fool of me because I pressed the goal celebration button and it wasn't. Norwegian legend straight at Masley. I tell you what, he's been phenomenal. As good as Good 11 have been, Masley's kept them in the game. Berberoy causing problems. Mads Pitbull causing problems. Megit Brat causing problems. This good 11 back four. And to be fair, the two CDMs, the two wide players also holding on. Mads Pitbull flirting with that byline. Does get a corner for his side. I don't know what he's running, buddy. I couldn't tell you what he's running. You might be able to see it in the bottom left, I guess. Back post. Eye shockers there, but good 11. Clear it. Alfie into Reezy. Francio now. Good 11 counter-attacking. Dudalux does well. Standal is always there. Mads Pitbull does well to win that. But Bacco sweeps up, goes long. Won't find the corner. Instead, will find the back line. So it will be a goal kick to the team that are trailing. Just over 6 minutes to get something out of this game for Strenua. And I tell you what, it's been an even game. Berberoy in behind as Mads Pitbull does get there first. Cuts it across. It's got to be. Has it in? It is. It's Rambaros who puts it away. We thought he might go left. Instead, he goes right. He did hit it towards Masley, but I think he was so committed to go into that left-hand corner. It found its way in, and to be fair, I mean, Masley's been super. We're just saying how much he's kept his side in the game. They can't blame him for it. It's just Strenua looks so good on the counter-attack. Reezy gives it to Shells, gets the shot just wide from that man. So dangerous, so difficult to defend against. But it is Desmond. It's 2-2. Rambaros, the goal scorer, the equalizer. Is there a sting in the tail? Maybe. Norwegian legend can't take it under a spell. Bacco clears. We are officially into stoppage time now. Down the line it goes. Francio on to Alfie. It's going to come back to Braden. Gets it into space. Good ball. They've got 1 minute. Fisherden gives it to the maestro, Cruyff. Shells to Reezy. They've got men over. It's the centre-back. The emergency centre-back has done it. It's 3-2. This topsy-turvy game has given us a final sting right at the depth, and it goes in the favour of good 11. I told you, boys and girls, this game was worth waiting for. Strenua, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about it. A draw was fair, and there is confirmation of the centre-back popping up. Boys and girls, I said it on the last stream. Poor men forward in this game. You will always get goals. You will always get goals. And look at this centre-back finish. That's going to be difficult to beat. That is going to be difficult to beat. But we're going to give it a bloody good go, boys and girls. We are going to give it a good old go. 3-2 is the score. Congratulations to good 11. I mean, we're going to call them very good 11 from now on, because that team, that lineup was almost a joke. Almost a joke. Let's go and decide who we want to go and see, shall we? Chat, your opinions are welcomed. It's got Porto Salvo, Janzium. If the stars align, then we might have to do it. If they don't, then we might not do it. How about that one? They're in and they're ready. Let's talk about the starting 11 then, because this is a side I want to watch. And you're going to watch along with me, because I'm in charge of the stream apparently. They have got a very good side. A very good side. Porto Salvo, Tuesday's beaten finalists. Let's start with Deuce Liao up front. Deuce Liao and Fabian Queiroz, the striker and the cam, swapping interestingly from Tuesday. Both of them can play in either position anyway. Both of them can probably play in any position. Ultra, D-Ultra that is, very, very, very astute player. He is a very responsible wide midfielder. Rafa on the other side, and then we've got Bruno Salvador starting alongside Braga, who is one of the best in the business. The GOAT, if you want to see a CDM. He's just a complete CDM, if I'm honest. Braga is your man. Sosa, Farmer was brilliant on Tuesday as well. Danny Verdi in goal, we know very well. He's a VPG ESPORTS Premier goalkeeper. That's it. Angelo at fullback. And then you've got Neca Pereira at centre-half alongside Sosa. So there is the lineup for your boys at Salvo Porto, or Porto Salvo, should I say. They're taking on Janzium, who we know very well, who criminally, either not streaming or I just forgot to hit the follow button. That doesn't sound like me, but let's go and test that theory. Janzium with Mr. FIFA, who I feel like we've spent all week with. We really have. Because Janzium go deep. And you get to see Mr. Figo today. Normally myself or Domino are there. You get to see him firsthand today. That man's reactions are brilliant. They've got Law in goal. Brilliant goalkeeper. Cerro and Mr. Figo on either side. They've just accepted. Just accepted. I wanted to see the team sheet. Sometimes it goes back to the team sheet. Yeah. But it's not going to, is it? It's not going to. We'll have to call it in-game. Have to call it. Now, I'll get sad because Mr. Figo is better looking than me, so I'm going to kick him off and I'm going to follow this stream instead. Right then, boys and girls, time for game number 2. Let me know any match predictions. Did I get the other one wrong? I did, yeah. I did. That was before I saw the team, though, to be fair. Porto Salvo taking on Janzium, game number 2. Here we go. We only bring you bangers. We only bring you absolute bangers here. And it is Porto Salvo, finalists from Tuesday in the all-white, and Janzium, who love playing in blue until we watch them, then they go and play in red. I would say French Giants, Janzium. A massive side, and they've performed well on Monday and Tuesday. Lots of points on the board, went deep both times and looked good doing it as well. Here is Braga, the man that GOAT needs to watch. Salvador into the Ultra, hands it off to Deuce Leal. Nico and co deal with that, but at the expense of a throwing on that far side. Angelo restarts it, but Nico there again. Cerro Juniors. Ronan's a good player as well, GOAT. Check that man out too. I mean, we're at the stage now. We only see good players. No one's trying to get into the VPG ESPORTS Premier and not a good player, because you just get found out. So it's a good stream to watch. Rafa Sway. Pereira. Salvador into D Ultra. Recycles it. Janzium, very good on the ball. Expect to see quite a lot of that, so the commentator Farmer can't keep it in. Tenjiro. Just manages to get it back, but loses out to Deuce Leal. 2v3, cuts back in, but Nuked is there, does very well. Fabian Quiros blocks that clearance, and Rafa Sway will start again with Braga. Into here's Cam, and here's Gaffer. Fabian Quiros. First time ball into Deuce Leal's feet. The striker gets the shot off. Here's Maz, the danger man for this Janzium side. Look out for him. Although very deep at the moment, and Angelo pinches his pocket. Deuce Leal just runs it out of pitch. Ronan. This man here. As he gives the ball away. Braga. The boys in white keeping the ball nicely. Here is Roran. Down the line it goes to Cerro. Cuts inside nicely. Striker's feet found, but Braga. Braga is like he's like a tall N'Golo Kante. extremely, I wouldn't say underrated, but he goes about his business. He goes about it very well. Tanjiro loses out. Rafa does well. He's had a good start to this game. Bruno Salvador in to strike his feet again. Deuce Liao just a tiny bit off the pace tonight. I'm sure he won't mind me saying, because he's got ridiculously high standards. Ball gets cleared, but it's going to come straight back to them with Bruno Salvador, who's been very busy so far this game, looking for his cam. Tanjiro is there, cuts it out, gives it to Sarah, who's seen a lot of the ball. Nuked. And now it's Janzium's turn to keep the ball. Down the line it goes. Farmer gets underneath it. Good recovery from him. Mapao picks it up again. Just slightly sloppy start to this game, I think. It's the second game of this Swiss format, so sometimes, depending on how these both did, which we will check at half-time, you know, if either of these had a draw or a loss in that first game, then may explain slight tentativeness, or they just respect the other side, which, to be fair, is probably the more likely. Both of these sides know each other well. Both of these sides know the other team is full of ballers. Braga into Rafa. Pirouettes his way through, still going through. Kutish clears only as far as Salvador. Gives it to Ultra. Good block by Tanjiro. Corner kick then for the gaffer. And cameraman. Fabian Queiroz. Near post it goes, headed down by Sousa. Mr. Figo is there, of course he is. Finds striker's feet, Maz, good turn. Lays it off to Cerro, very dangerous in the box. This man gets to the byline, has a shot. Danny Verdi called into action for the first time. And makes no mistake, good hands from him, well held. Angelo drops the shoulder from left back, very assured. The Ultra lays it off to Deuce Liao, much better this time. Braga. Man over to the right, chooses not to use him, instead gives it to Salvador. Finds striker's feet well on the turn. And it's the Ultra had acres of space but was offside. And you can see that partnership between Fabian Queiroz and Deuce Liao. They can play either person's position and they're interchangeable. I think that's why they're getting a lot of the ball, because when one drops, the other can go, and it's very difficult to play against. Cerro, speaking of being difficult to play against, Farmer does well. Tanjiro gets the shot off, and I have no idea who that hit off of. Maz is celebrating, maybe it come off him, but this is, we always say it on the channel, just have the shot. Take the shot, because anything can happen. FC26 is almost becoming famed for it. And we're going to have to watch that one back. Somehow it's ended up in the Porto Salvo net. And a lot has to be said for this man, Tanjiro. He is having an absolute stormer of a game. Best player on the park. Cerro Juniors goes back stick. Farmer does well. Cerro Jr. again takes it down. Tricky player. Finds Roran, who the feet on that man. Jeez. Mr. Figo, Tanjiro, good 1-2 from those two. All of a sudden, Janzium are cooking. Fabian Queiroz takes it down nicely. Here we go. White shirts pouring forward. The Ultra is the furthest ahead. Keeps it well. Deuce Liao, red shirts back now. And yeah, they swarm him out. Kenshin. I feel like every time I've got a Portuguese team, Kenshin appears. That's how we make a wild Kenshin appear. How you doing, buddy? Porto Salvo look very good, but they find themselves a goal down just coming into half-time. And it's Janzium on the attack here, looking to double the lead before half-time. Both sides have looked good, to be fair, and we know both sides are good. Kutish wins it, but Sosa is there. Free header, they've got to go. 30 virtual seconds to get this up. Rafa lays it off to D Ultra, and I don't really think he wanted it, and I think the referee didn't really know what to do there, so So he's just going to call half-time. Right, what we are going to do is double-check to see if the results are in for both of these sides. So it'll be interesting to see how they did. Casapia 2 apiece against ADC. There is that game. Maybe the best game. Porto Salvo 5-1 winners against FCVB. What do I know? And Janzium 1-1 against Focus. So a bit of revenge for Focus, because Janzium did them over on Monday night. So all to play for. But Porto Salvo, the informed team coming into this, 5-1 winners. Kenshin, you are too kind, good sir. Too kind. Thank you very much for stopping by, especially when Domino's not here. I always like company in the chat when Domino's not here. Right. This game's on a knife edge. It could go either way. It's very, very similar to that first game. Good 11-3, Strenua 2. Just 2 quality sides, and it's such a good watch. And I know some people aren't enjoying this game, but I tell you what, from a pure neutral point of view, from a commentary point of view, I have loved this week. This week has been one of the best to call commentary on since we started 2.5, 3 years ago. A lot of it has to do with the goals galore, but I just feel like, I don't know, like, I mean, look at the football. It's great to watch, and I think a lot of players and a lot of teams have really kind of got to grips with this early on. So although they might not be enjoying it, it looks like they're enjoying it. I was quite shocked when I got the general consensus. Fabian Queiroz for the Portugueses. Gives it to Rafa, breaks into the box. Kutic with the tackle. Tenjiro, who's been my man of the match so far, completes the clearance, but it will be a throw-in to the boys in white. They are a goal down, looking to get back into this via their captain and their cam. Good feet, but Roran is there. Every time we say a player's having a good game, another player from the opposition comes across who's having also a good game, and they're just cancelling each other out at the moment. But this man, Tenjiro, looking very good. Mr. Figo forced out of play by Farmer, but it's one back. Janzium happy to keep the ball, and they're good at doing it as well. Maz slides it through to Mr. Figo. Rafa is there. I'm not sure if he played on Monday and Tuesday. I don't remember the name. He may have come in. He may have very well have been playing, and I apologise if he was. But more to the point, what a first 60 minutes he's had. His team are 1-0 down, though, and how much he would love to change that. But they're going to have to get the ball back first. Yeah, the goal, yeah, I appreciate it. It's probably why there are so many goals, mate, because they've just... it doesn't look fun to play for a goalkeeper. It doesn't, I can't lie. But like I said, from a neutral point of view, I'd rather see the goals. I'm really sorry. And I do feel for the goalkeepers. D Ultra slides it through to Deuce Liao, breaks into the box. Is he going to go for goal? Yes, he is going to go for goal. Nothing the goalkeeper can do about it. It was a tidy finish. That man has finally come to life, and just at the right time. 1-1. Kenshin, what I will say is, I think that was kind of what we were just talking about there, that goalkeeper animation or lack of animation there. I didn't want to take anything away from the finish from Deuce Liao though, because it was tidy and it was well worked from this Porto Salvo side, who now have the bit between their teeth. Deuce Liao, wow, what a Cruyff turn on the edge of the box that was. He was, however, offside. The next thing we need to nerf, Kenshin, is the linesman. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Roran to YMS. A bit of space, cuts inside, crowded out in the end. Angelo loses it though, gives it to Maz, and I tell you what, Braga there in the nick of time. Go if you are still watching. Another fantastic tackle from that man is what he does. 2 massive tackles in the nick of time. Braga. Every team needs a Braga. Speak of the devil. Oh, he gets it through to his centre midfield partner. Salvador to Deuce Liao. Tries to squeeze it through to Rafa. Mapao does well. Mr. Figo keeps it on, but I tell you what, there are a lot of white shirts ready to pounce, and one of them is this man. Salvador gives it to Rafa, and Porto Salvo are knocking on the door, giving it to Rafa once again. Braga to Queiroz, the gaffer, looking for a bit of inspiration from anywhere. Sosa, what a header that is. Fabian Queiroz, bit of space, edge of the box, looks to shoot, gets the shot off. It is blocked, falls at the feet of Janzium via Maz, and this man Tanjiro has just gone off the ball slightly, but I think it's because Porto Salvo looks so good in this. Since that goal, the last 10-15 minutes, they have been in the utter ascendancy, which is why I think Janzium are keeping the ball here. A draw for Janzium isn't the worst result in the world, but it depends who they've got with this last game. And a draw for Porto Salvo is not a bad result at all. How is he squeezed that across Angelo underneath his own crossbar? Great clearance from him. Porto Salvo 5-1 winners, so they will be sat on 4 points, which basically gets you through, I think, barring a miracle. But 2 points it would be for Janzium. Cerro, that man has got a swing on him, a la David Beckham. Deuce Liao. Good hold-up play from him, looking for the running behind. Good defending from Mapao. Tanjiro into YMS. Good turn from him. Roran as well. Everywhere you look, it's just ballers for days. YMS looking for the overlap of Mr. Figo, and he was going to hit that first time. You can see the animation. Trying to force it now. The boys in red. We are creeping towards the 90th minute. We are creeping towards the spoils shared. One apiece. Is there a match winner here? I mean, there are 22 match winners here, but who is going to step up? The Ultra just turning back into danger, so Nico wins it back for his side, but it is going to come straight back at them. A lot of this second half has been like this. Tanjiro versus Braga. Battle for the ages. Tanjiro coming out on top that time, and then it's Braga, but Mr. Figo steps in. Braga, though, manages to slide it through finally to Rafa. Edge of the box is on with Fabian Queiroz. D Ultra drops the shoulder. He's found the back of the net. Nothing wrong with that finish, and nothing the goalkeeper could do. It's probably deserved for Porto Salvo. They go a goal to the good in the 90th minute. It's the second game in a row we've had a 90th minute winner. We are being spoiled tonight. I told you, boys and girls, there's something in the water in FC 26. So much drama. Porto Salvo showing their class right till the end. They're on 6 points. They're as good as through. They are just vying for that top place now to give themselves an easier tie in the knockout stage. Janzium 1 point from 2 games. They have to win that final game. Let's go and find out who it's against. We will refresh this on the off chance. No, it's not done. It was too good to be true. Janzium then, in their final game, FC Sunrise, who... Sunrise beat Ironhawks 2-1. Ironhawks are a very good side. So, Janzium, best of luck in game number 3. Porto Salvo, I mean, it doesn't really matter who they're playing. They are through regardless on 6 points. And a healthy goal difference as well. I'll start to try and grab some of the results as they come through, but I think the best thing to do is get back on here at halftime of game number 3 and check out that table for ourselves. Right, it's game number 3, boys and girls, so you know what time it is. It's time for the UK derby. They're in the lobby. Are they in the lobby? Oh, everyone's in the lobby, boys and girls. Right. We joked about wanting to see this, and now we get to see it. They were drawn together. It's Swiss format, boys and girls, so anyone can draw anyone. And Focus drew Avora. This is... They're not rivals. Of course they're not rivals, but... I'm destined. I'm gonna make a rivalry out of this, whether they like it or not. Lineup for Focus. Talking points. Hamarovic, man of the match in the last Focus game we watched. Keenan Page being joined up top by CJ, the first viewing for him. Delosa in that cam role. Avora, I mean, we joke about it. Avora are going to have to deal with him. And let's check who's in that center midfield to do that. It's their Gaffer. It's Gaffer versus Gaffer. That is going to be a tasty battle. Vane Goat playing in cam tonight. Tej behind him. I don't know who the other center midfielder is. Cam Foster at fullback. Gaz Kernan, who I do believe maybe used to play for Focus. Don't quote me on that. We know him from an academy side, from the Pro Clubs League, actually. Pro Clubs Weekly League, when we did that. Very good guy. A good goalkeeper as well. Lord Harrison, centre-half. Solid. They are missing Matthias tonight, but Smudger, who I said it on DMs, actually, so I don't mind saying it in here. But looked very good attacking fullback. He's got that marauder on, and marauding he is. The strike partnership of O and B, and it's weird B. They're getting goals. They're getting goals. So, again, let me know what you reckon in the chat. It's going to be difficult to call. It's going to be difficult to call. Scores are coming in now. Focus 3-1 winners, which puts Focus on 4 points. They are through. Avora 3-1 winners at Cyber Esports. Avora, how did they get on in the first game? Ooh, a heavy defeat against Spirit. A good way to bounce back, though. They have put themselves into a good position to get through. But Focus 3-1 against FCVB. They've had a disappointing night. And look, it's Strenua again. They played well against Good 11, but they got beat, and then they bounced back with a 6-1 win. Go back and watch the stream on Tuesday. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. We basically said they'll get beat, and then they'll go off camera, and then they'll go and win 6 or 7-1. It's what they do. Massive result. Massive result. ADC picking up a win against Sunrise as well. Great result for those boys. Neom 4. Good 11-2. What a game that would have been. We almost went there, to be honest, if we didn't watch Good 11 straight off the bat. They've not gone in yet. I got so kind of into reading the results there that I forgot what we were doing. Forgot where we were. Any more scores on the door? Spirit, after a great result in that first game, 3-1 defeat. Everyone's just beating everyone. Loads of teams are just going to be around this 3-point mark. So it gives the likes of GTS, FCVB, New Diamonds are still waiting a result. Ironhawks are still waiting a result. But if you can get 1 win out of 3, you're going to be asking the question, because everyone's doing everyone else a favor and just beating everyone else. This keeps going off, which is worrying. Right, so I don't know how to break this to you, but theirs isn't even 1080p. I have no idea what 1080p 48 is, but it's better than the 720 you're rocking. And I appreciate why you play on 720. If I streamed, I would be playing on 720. But 1080p, baby, we're trying to deliver the best we can do here. Plus, you always put me to shame as well. You're much better looking than I am, so you knocked that on the head. Scores from Discord then that might not have been uploaded. There aren't any, so deal with it. Game number 3 has started at a good time, so I reckon that means we'll be able to go and catch some of the other stuff that's going on right at the end of match day number 3. But for now, it is Focus in the white. Unbeaten Focus into Avora. 1 win, 1 loss. And unfortunately, a draw suits either side here. As long as it's a big score draw, I don't mind. But for completeness, Avora in their traditional black kit from right to left. Off we go. Vane Goat one of the best in the business, showing it once again with that ball early doors out to OMB. Tries to squeeze it through. Beast is there. Look out for that man too. And again, straight off the bat, Focus Delosa picking out his runner from Cam. Just give him a free roll. He's got that free roll tonight with the Hammer and Beast behind him. Vain Goat picking up some space early doors. That's something for Hammer and Beast just to watch for. And here he is, picking up the ball. The press is brilliant. He can do everything. Weird B. How Hammer, good recovery, but it's going to fall to a man in black. Someone's gone down. The referee didn't like it, but it was a Focus player. Therefore, they will get the free kick. But space opening up for Avora thanks to that press. Vain Goat kicking it all off, and there is Delosa finding Keenan Page. Doesn't mind hitting the channel, this man. A good team player. Oster gives it to his Cam, who gives it to Tej, who's such a box-to-box player. I don't know what he does best, attack or defend, because he just can do both. Weird B. Into Vain Goat. Beast dispossesses him this time, and he'll be getting applauded in that group chat, I know for sure. Mirak down the line to Keenan Page, plays a 1-2, good feet from him. Vain Goat there again. Is there anything this man cannot do? He's looking for the pass, hands it off to his gaffer, Ngoma. Bit of space for Oster, edge of the box is OMB, good block, good battle between those two. Focus come away with the ball. They are penned in a little bit, but sometimes that's how Focus like to play. Sit in deep and give it to their Cam, which is exactly what they did there. Tried to force it. Cam Foster, truth be told, a very good interception. Recycle, Gaz Kiernan and Lord Harrison. Interesting centre-back pairing tonight. I haven't seen them play together before. It doesn't mean they haven't. But one to keep an eye on, especially as the likes of Cam Foster can play at. Mads has just made an absolutely unreal save. Tipped onto the post. Made me speechless. As Avora, architects of their own downfall. Just as I was saying, Cam Foster can also play centre-back. And I tell you what, Vain Goat has picked that pass out again. And it's hit the post on the opposite side this time. End-to-end stuff. Full-on basketball style. We are watching the Monstars. Keenan Page for Focus, getting our breath back now. Both posts rattled in the first 23 minutes. Still remains goalless. Back post is on, free header. It is the barn from left mid to right mid. Great header at the back post, snuck in behind. Focus draw first blood. Very, very entertaining game so far. We knew it would be. That is why we're here. A proper UK derby this, and like I said, these two, oh, it's given away again. CJ wins it back, gives it to Keenan Page. Harrison is there, does well, sweeps up for his team. The shout from the Goma needs to be Focus, ironically. Focus at the back. It's too sloppy from that back line. The goal scorer back to Zay. Again, another good signing for this Focus side. They have got the pull. And Avora have got the players if they want to get back into this. Down the line it goes, but not on the same wavelength. Delosa, who's been quiet, and Goma, his opposite number, going forward, gets it back. Good one-touch football from Avora. They are a goal down, looking to find inspiration. I mean, the positive thing for Avora is, one, their strike force have got goals in them, and they only need half chances. And two, they've got Vain Goat, who will get you those key passes. CJ, good ball with the outside of the foot to the goal scorer Barn, looking to repay the favour to his opposite number. Gaz Kiernan, right place, right time, clears. Beast takes it down. Very good work from him. Mirka gets to the byline, beats his man, goes along the deck, and there is the danger man, Keenan Page. He will hurt you if you give him the chance, and he's got the celebration to match it. An utter fox in the box, that man. 2-0. Focus are cooking tonight. They have chosen violence. And again, I'm personally going to force this rivalry. All to play for. All to play for. A goal here changes everything. Oster, looking to find striker's feet, but Hutch is there. Testament to that back line of Focus. I mean, we've often, and no disrespect to anyone, but Focus love a goal, but a goal at either end. But this back line, and then the likes of Hammer and Beast, they've got a very, very solid foundation here. Beast. Down the line it goes to Barnes. CJ, who does not look out of place in this Focus side, hands it off to his gaffer, looking over the top. Nothing found, but they do recycle with Beast. Space over on that far side. 1 minute till half time. Mira loses his man again. Tricky customer. Gaz comes across, and to be fair, Cam Foster got back at him nicely. There is confirmation of half time, and that really did sneak up on me, and that's usually because it's been a good first half, and it has. Can confirm. Right, before I glaze both of these sides, let's go and have a look at the final results for the second games. Who were we missing before? I can't remember. New Diamonds 3-1 winners at Ost. GSK Axe Clan 3 apiece. And there is confirmation. Janzium just hovering with their 1 point. Same with Casapia. Winless so far. 1 apiece against Iron Hawks. Here is the league table, boys and girls, if you need to see it. But everything to play for. As soon as we are done here, we'll go round the grounds. We'll go and get the scores on the doors. We'll do everything we can with the time allotted to us. I'm a one-man band tonight, so do bear with. But let's get straight back into things, because this game has not let us down. It served up an absolute banger in that first 45 minutes. Avora may very well disagree, but I've seen enough of them going forward to know there's something in this game for them. They'll know that as well. Smudger could do with, again, more marauding runs forward, really pen back the barn, because at the moment the barn's been playing as a winger. I tell you what, Focus CJ has got acres to run into, gives it to his gaffer, gives it to the danger man, sorry, Keenan Page, and Gaz went to ground there. It was a great tackle, don't get me wrong, but dangerous little game to play. More worryingly though for Ngoma and FC Avora is the amount of space CJ had up front for Focus there as he received the ball on the half turn. Delosa loses his man nicely. Doesn't look ahead, and instead Vane Goat wins it back for his side. Not for the first time, probably not for the last time. And Ngoma, good feet from him as well. Tej can't squeeze it through Beast, but wins it back. The gaffer, Ngoma, base of the midfield for his side, leading by example. But Hammer is in there, a man who often leads by example. Cam Foster squeezes it through to Tej. Down the line it goes to Weird B. Kept nicely by Avora, can't squeeze it through. There is Merker, and I tell you what, they've got that 2-goal lead, which means they don't have to force anything, which means they can afford to be a bit more compact than they usually are, and that's usually Focus's downfall, is when they're forced to have to come out. Oh, what a ball that is, and what a save from Mads again. Brilliant stuff from him. Foot save. Surely got the footwork plus on, but pure reaction save. Second of the night from him. I would say he's keeping his side in the game, but I mean, I guess he is, because if those two had gone in, it's obviously lights. But that save in particular there, especially at this stage of the game, 2-0 down, a third kills it off. Hammer gets across, but can't keep it in. Cam Foster, down the line it goes. And they go long again, and they have been getting change when they've gone direct Focus, and that's when they're at their most dangerous. like this. Delosa now. Oh, he's picked out the pass, and he has picked out the finish. Merker, the new signing for tonight, combining with his gaffer. Look at that, boys and girls. Just sit back and watch. Nothing Mads could do this time, despite being in top form. Sometimes you just have to take a bow. Sometimes you just have to appreciate what's going on. I told you, focus tonight. Something's clicked for them. They have chosen violence, and they've looked good. They've looked good value for the 3-0 as well. Not just the 3 points, but for the 3-0. And Avora had a really good start. Here we go. Free header. Oh, it's off the line from the goal scorer. Lord Harrison almost saw his name in lights. Almost got his team back into the game. And Delosa, they've got to stop this man. Keenan Page et al. Are always willing runners. And as Avora try and get themselves into this game, it's just opening up more space. And Delosa is just... This must be his favorite game of FC 26, because he's got acres to work in and willing runs to do so. Here he is again, picking out the man, Merker, who I do believe is on a hat-trick. Unselfishly squares it. Blocked corner. Avora. I mean, as much as they need to get back into this game, oh, it's near post. It's Mads is just there. Point blank range again. Expert positioning from the goalkeeper. Like I was going to say, Avora, as much as they need to get back into this game, they do need to just make sure they're not going to get an absolute whitewash here. Vane Goat drops a shoulder. Hammer, fantastic work. And Beast, fantastic work. When you've got 2 of the best CDMs in the league, it's a difficult task. Here is Hammer joining the attack, looking for the reverse ball. Good defending from Gazkid. A great idea from the Hammer. Taking us back to his winger days there. And I don't know who it was who picked up a book in there. Maybe Keenan Page. It doesn't tell us anymore. I miss it telling us in that top left-hand corner. Lord Harrison's joining the attack. I mean, we know he's good in the air. We saw... Oh, what a slide rule pass that is. And Koblerone with the only thing he's had to do all game, except watch his post get rattled in that first half. Chooses the right way. Vane Goat's going to carry on with those key passes. I mean, he gets one back himself. Not sure he wanted it. But Koblerone, we always say it about goalkeepers. The best goalkeepers, when they're called on, they have nothing to do and they deliver. It's exactly what he did there. And Focus are playing some world-class stuff here. Into the back sticks. Harrison, well defended. There's so many talking points. So many talking points in this game. The ball comes in. Harrison there again. Vane go over the top, can't squeeze it through. The barn is there this time, and Hammer able to sweep up. Cobes goes long. Tej is there. Cam Foster. Vane go, squeeze it through to OMB. Oster, it's going to fall nicely to Smudger. Gets that ball in, and a deflection. Takes it behind for a corner, but almost a goal. Backsticks is on. Who are the 2 best CDMs in the league? The 2 I was referring to are Hamerovic, this man here, and Beast. 2 extremely good centre midfielders, CDMs. Use your words. Oster. Good work once again, and here is Merker. Back sticks, looking for that right mid to left mid combination has been brilliant. Here's Beast again. CJ drops the shoulder. Good bit of skill. Can he get the shot off? Harrison again is there, but to absolutely no avail, and you've got a feel for Harrison and co. It is Keenan Page though, because that is what he does. Second, third, fourth bite of the cherry if it falls to him in the box. 9 times out of 10 it's going in. And it's 4-0. Focus have been absolutely delicious this game. And Avora, I tell you what, I've been trying to force this rivalry. Avora will want to play Focus ASAP to try and right this wrong. Has it been a 4-0 game? I'll let you guys answer that. Slide rule pass to Vane Goat. Koblerone once again picks the right way. And despite everything Vaingoat is doing at the moment, he's just not able to single-handedly drag his side into this. OMB drops the shoulder. Somehow, Cobra keeps them out again. And to be fair, that's 3 world-class saves and a post. That is the only difference between these two sides. And the point I'm trying to make, Focus are well worth that 4-0 win. Of course they are. They've been brilliant. But then you've got Cobra on the opposite side making 3 world-class saves and then that post being rattled. It's fine margins. That's all I'm going to say. Fine margins. GSK are in the chat. Sue! GSK. How are GSK getting on? We need to get those boys on in the knockouts, hopefully. Hopefully. Let's get them on. Let's get them on. The scores on the doors as they come in, of course, we will let you know, but just commiserations, Avora. Congratulations to Focus. Despite the scoreline, it was a very, very good and competitive game. And the point before the point I made was Avora are gonna want this rivalry now because they are gonna want to get retribution, because I think if you play that game 10 times in a row, I don't think it finishes 4-0 to Focus all that often, just simply because I genuinely don't think there's too much between the two sides. I'm digging a hole here, aren't I? But Focus were rampant. Somehow Focus, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it because I feel like I'm digging here. Focus, very, very good for the 4-0 win. That's it. What more can you say? Don't say anymore. This is where I need Domino just to take the heat off me. Right, no scores have come in. No scores are coming, so I'll try and grab them from Discord, where they are still not coming in. NBD 3, Porto Salvo 3. Porto Salvo didn't even need a win there. Who can we go to then if we've got time? GSK Neom? GSK and Neom, here they are. And we almost caught a goal. We get the arse end of it, and it is Neom equalizing against GSK. Here we go then. GSK in the all black, Neom in the blue and white. Everything to play for both of these sides. Big Varmy, the gaffer for GSK. Here is Jokers, aka Use Your Brain Bro, one of the hottest strikers out there. GSK, I'm all over it, buddy. All over it. I got you. I got you. I'll turn it down for you, mate. There you go. Right. Mo Arsenal on the overlap is Module, and he had a fantastic night on Tuesday, and it looks like he is carrying things on tonight. Top finish from that man, a fantastic player. Mo Arsenal with the experience to let him run on the overlap, feeds him, and Neom do what Neom do best. 1, score goals, and 2, get themselves back into games when they are down, which makes them such a dangerous side in these tournaments. And it's looking extremely likely that they will be playing E-Prem next season. I'm not sure if you automatically qualify if you win a tournament. If anyone knows in the chat, let me know. It would make sense, right? If you win a tournament. Nupek. Looking for that slide rule pass. Look who is back. It's Lee Jacko. How they missed him on Tuesday. I asked him where he was, and he was watching Liverpool. I'm not sure if it was a good decision or not. No comment. GSK then, a goal down. It might very well be just worth checking where they are. GSK. Oh, they've got 4 points. They are safe. I don't want to call it a dead rubber because everyone wants points and everyone wants to work their way up this table in this Swiss format. And we saw it. We saw the advantage of coming top of the league and then getting to face the team that finished 16th. Oh, Ipereg slides it through to Use Your Brain, bro. He keeps it low. Use Your Brain, bro. Finishes it using that finisher archetype, and how very aptly named. Finisher by name, finisher by nature. Use Your Brain, bro, by name. Using his brain, keeping that low, firing it past the goalkeeper, aka Jokers. Of course he is the GOAT. Of course he is the GOAT. We all know it, and now the stream knows it. 2 apiece. I mean, for technically a dead rubber, they've not let us down with goals. And both these sides are going to want to win. I mean, nobody rocks up to a game of 11v11 and thinks, if we don't win here, it's not the end of the world. Everyone wants to win every game they play. Big Varmy, the gaffer, Ipereg, who slid in Jokers. Cartel, good turn, good block from Lunatic, who is becoming one of the standout centre-backs of this tournament. If we did a team of the tournament, he would certainly be in with a shout. Cartel loses out to Sens. Good turn from him, drops the shoulder nicely. High IQ player, that man, but Big Varmy, speaking of high IQ, in that CDM position, as per usual, wins the ball back. Yeah, so I think it's top 9, but someone said somewhere if you win a tournament, you automatically go through. But I guess if you win a tournament, chances are you're probably going to finish in the top 9 points-wise anyway, so... Cheat code over the top. He's going to get the goal, isn't he? An absolute howler from the goalkeeper. The ball over the top. And somehow it has worked its way into the back of the net. We are getting every which goal on this game. Something like I've never seen before. And you know fine well FC26 is playing games with the goalkeeper animation. Commiserations to that man. Who'd be a goalkeeper, eh? Big Varmy pressing up high now. Matkinson on the turn, gets the shot off, and Graham, that's who would be a goalkeeper. Brilliant save from him at his near post. Yeah, we're getting a few chuckles. More goals for us from a neutral point of view, but Jokers into Varmy, Module and Co do well. Complete the clearance. 2 minutes left of normal time. Joker into Nopak. Module, he's brilliant. He's such a good player. On him like a flash. And then runs the ball out of play. Thank you very much. Neon are a couple of minutes away. Although Ipreg, did he hold the run? No, he didn't hold the run. Jokers was a few pixels away from firing his team back into this potentially. GSK should be able to still go through with 4 points. Neon marching onwards again. One of the teams to beat. Norbix does brilliantly because that was 3-on-2. And they're not going to get time to play this forward, are they? Though they are not. Confirmation of Neon coming back from a goal down. Coming back from Desmond Tutu to win 3-2. It's what they do, boys and girls. They're very well adept to this tournament football. Commiserations to GSK. Always good. Always good to have those boys on the channel. Right, who can we get? A 6-4. You are joking me. 6-4. Right. Whilst I recover from missing a 6-4, let me try and find someone who's still going. Right. New Diamonds, Iron Hawks. Do we have either of those guys? I mean, it does help if I've got the streams, which I don't. You're your own worst enemies, guys. I can't do anything without the streams. Oh, I can. I can not watch ya. Last I checked, this guy was goalkeeper. And he's not streaming anyway. Who else have we got? What about Cyber Esports? I'm sorry, 7-1. I said it literally 20 minutes ago. Strenua, what are you... Every time we don't watch you, you score 6 or 7 goals. Stop. Save it for the stream. 4-3. We've missed some bangers, chat. I'm sorry. I mean, ADC, New Diamonds and Ironhawks. ADC are here. Maybe we can get them. ADC versus Oast. Off we go then, boys and girls. I'll try and have a look where both of these are. In fact, I can do it now. Oast and ADC. Oast and ADC. Oast need a win here. ADC. ADC. Come on. Come on, 8-ball. You can find them. Are through. Oast needs a 2-goal swing here. Even a draw is not good enough for them. And it is Oast in the white as well, who have got some very good players. But it is ADC who are ahead with Pans on the ball. Ganchas and Hugo. Pineda, what a midfield that is. Gives it to Ganchas, who is playing up front, by the way. And he might show you why dispossessed. It is a 720 stream, so apologies for the quality. It's 3v3, though, in favor of ADC, the team in the lead. Bowson over the top. A great 1-2, and Tikau is there. Right place, right time. I'll tell you what, the centre-back wasn't at the right place, right time. Drops the shoulder, pirouettes, and puts this game potentially to bed. There's 20 minutes to go. Architects of their own downfall it is. That man, Ale. We saw him score on Monday on stream, and to be fair, the ball went in exact same spot as his goal from Monday. That man loves our top bins. Strenua don't want me to stream them, mate, because... Oh, what a ball that is, and great goalkeeping. Great goalkeeping. Nothing wrong with the finish, but the goalkeeper was hot off his line. It's a free header. Heads it down, and once again, it's Javi. Right place, right time. Not necessarily keeping his side in this game, but keeping Oast out of this tournament. What they would have given for a goal there. Rivers into Pans, the cameraman. He's got feet for days. Look at that, and squeezes it through. Agus to J-Bound on the overlap. Quades across. Loses his man nicely. Oast, the Portuguese team in white, from this left-hand side to right. They need 3 goals, really. Rivers might give them it, though, with Troncas. Goes near post. Right idea. Not digging the purple goalkeeper kit with the blue. It's a slight clash, but they're 3-1 up, so they can do what they want. Nutos goes long. Pans looks like a very good player. No wonder he's streaming. Small on this near side. Good tracking back. They win it back. Oast have got to go. 3 goals, whilst unlikely, is not doable. Especially with the players they've got on the park as well. But they just need to commit men forward and go for it. FC26, when you commit men forward, it's very favourable. I guess this happens, though, doesn't it? Counter-attack, 3v3. ADC have looked good going forward. From what we've seen, Small Dape goes inside to out. Read nicely, but Pineda gives the ball away. Recycled from his side. As those seconds tick away, it's just looking more and more unlikely. Here is Beast. Gives it to Pans. On the overlap is Almi. Cuts inside, goes near post. Side netting. Not that ADC need any more goals, of course, but they're keeping it away from this O side, who, again, need a lot of goals in not a lot of time. The maths doesn't maths. Let's see if they can get themselves a consolation, because it will be a consolation in this game and a consolation in the tournament as well, because that is lights, that is curtains for those boys, which is crazy. And it's just a testament to how many good sides are in this, because the likes of Ost, GTZ, no, not Janzium. Oh, wow. And that literally just, that confirms it. That absolutely confirms it. You would have got very, very, very good money on that. I kind of don't know what to say. Just so you can see the results being put in, by the way. I mean, yeah, what is there left to say other than commiserations? Janzium have been fantastic Monday and Tuesday. It just goes to show the quality that is in this tournament. Obviously, the name speaks for itself. It's the esports Premier. It's where the best of the best are playing. It's where the best of the best want to play. And if you're not at your best, you will be going home. Right, let's try and work out Strenua, because 15 goals in 3 games is not normal. The game we watched them, they scored 2 goals, which is great, by the way. That was arguably the best game of the night so far on stream. But how on earth can they then go and hit 6 and then have the audacity to hit 7 against Axe Clan, by the way, who were unbeaten before that game? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right, as we're here for the next 2 hours, I'm going to have to go to the toilet quickly. So I'll leave this on, and I'll let you know who's playing who in the next round. It's the round of 16, but it will be top playing bottom, second playing second bottom, and so on and so forth. Guys and girls, if you want to let me know who you want to watch next, I'll come back and do what I can do. Enjoy. was stopped on the way to the toilet by my wife, who had McDonald's chicken nuggets. I've never eaten as many chicken nuggets in such a short space of time. You guys will be proud of me. Right then. Let's get this show on the road. I mean, yeah. Who do we want to see? Neon versus Avora. MBD versus Casapia might be one. ADC versus Axe Clan. Strenua versus Cyber Esports. Focus New Diamonds. Good 11 versus Iron Hawks. Leos Porto Salvo versus Spirit, and Sunrise versus GSK. I kind of want to go for Casapia because we haven't seen them yet. Are Casapia ready? That's the question. There's NBD. That's annoying. Casapia on you, the tube of you. Okay. I hate it. I hate it so much. Right, they're just getting in. They're just getting in. Here we go then. Let's turn that music off. Casapia against NBD. And NBD finished. Jeez. 8th. So it's 8th versus 9th. Should be even. Right? Let's find out. Let's find out. Sorry, Verno. I missed your message. Oh, Peyrotio. Tell you what, he was bang in form on Tuesday night. Almost up to his tricks again. Is the old grow-up boys in the black. Ricardinho and co. for Casapia. Tuesday's winners of the tournament. From right to left. Taking on NBD, who we've not seen very much of. So welcome to the channel for these boys. A chance to do some bits here with Yagami. Gives it to Enzo. Comes inside to X. Good football from NBD. And it's going to get pulled back. And probably rightly so. Enzo's standing over it. They've given it to someone who has got the Ronaldo stance. So, chances are, boys and girls, this is going goalwards. And technically it did go goalwards, but too high. They'll restart from the back. Casapia. Finished 9th. One place behind NBD. Which is why I assume NBD are at home, right? That makes sense. Just making up rules as we go along. Enzo, seen a lot of the ball in this first 10 minutes. To Jeff. X, a good switch. Zalo makes it. Gives it to Pato. Happy to keep the ball at NBD. And starving Casapia of possession is probably a good shout. Down the line. Good turn from Zalo. They are moving this ball nicely. Casapia, to be honest, since, well, 14 minutes in and they've barely touched the ball. NBD keeping this nicely, stretching this Casapia side. Can they open them up after what is going to be a world record if they score at the end of this, by the way? They're not going to because it's offside. We went easily 50 plus passes there. Rasta into Peirotio. Bugdino. Edge of the box. Pereira stabs it in. Schmojo is there. Ricardinho wins it back. Diego To gives it to Peirotio. Edge of the box is Marega. Rasta turns onto that right foot. Threatens to go down. And Jeff says anywhere will do. And that anywhere is behind for a corner. Good rare spell of possession from Casapia. Boss heads it. Goalwards-ish physics. Talk to me. Rasta picks it up, edge of the box. Jeff steps in, but so does Periotia. Rasta gives it back to the man who won the ball back originally. Goes down. Pato does well. Plays out of danger, as you would probably expect from his NBD side. Flicked on nicely. Yagimi to X. Good feet in the center of the park. Pato. I mean, a goal for either side here changes things drastically, because if Casapia can sneak a goal, it's going to force NBD to be more direct. That's such good play from Rasta. Here's Pay. Yada steps across, but Bug is there. Pay again. Turns onto that right foot. Pereira. Something's going to get pulled back. Maybe an offside. You tell me. You tell me, because I just don't know. 28 minutes gone, and I've got chicken nugget in my teeth. X. Pato. Goalless. We've not had a goalless first half. I'd like to keep it that way, in total honesty. I've been bigging this game mode up. Schmojo. Far side. Good feet from him, but Dieguto is there. One of the best in the business. Midfield, box to box. Pereira to Hoselet. Enzo is there, though. Wins it back for MBD. Both of these sides at the moment just cancelling each other out. Both sides full of ballers. Candeas. Inside to Marega. Looking for the ball over the top, Diego. I am mate, no friends, Billy no mates. Domino's clearly got better things to do. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Marega. Into the box it goes. Yada does fantastically well. Steps across, clears it. Couldn't stop it going out for a corner, though. Someone's pressing the corner taker. I mean, maybe that's going to stop it from going near post. Instead, it goes into the center, and Janza just right place, right time. A bullet header from about 4 yards out. Somehow he held on to it as well. Saving it is one thing, holding on to it is another. X exchanging passes with Yagimi. Gets the shot off, rattles the post, comes back out. That's how much venom that shot had on it. Comes about 30 yards out after hitting the post. Great work from MBD. I mean, if they'd scored there and go in at 1-0, it's got to be the perfect half for them. They've kept Casapia relatively quiet and then would have got the goal. They still might do that. X on the turn. Pereira, great feet from him. Sends Pay on his way. Marega to Rasta. Good turn from him. Cuts back. Diego slides it through to Rasta on the overlap. Good save by Janza. I think that's Bug on this near side. The game just opening up slightly. We're not going to get our goal before half-time, but there's promise there. As in, they better promise they're going to score. Alas, unless something happens here, which it very may well do. Bug can't block it. Zalo on the floor to Schulz. It's going to go out for, there it is, confirmation of half-time. And one for the neutrals. Not just because there were no goals, of course. Not just because there were no goals. And I tell you what, I was just about to go on to the spreadsheet, but the spreadsheet is over. The spreadsheet is over. Is there any? I'm just in the Discord now, trying to get you guys some gossip. Yeah, there's slight gossip. Avora Neom. Fisticuffs in the Discord. Neom 2 goals to the good. Interesting. I mean, that is first plays last. Going the way of every time. Every time. Right, back into it. Off we go. YouTube, try not... I know I'm fully aware that we are streaming on YouTube and we always stream on YouTube, but it needs to behave. Right then, it is Casapia, Tuesday's champions, Casapia, in the all black. Playing second fiddle at the moment to NBD, who have looked very good. But it does remain goalless. Closest we've come. I mean, both sides have come close, and it was in the last 5-10 minutes of the first half, which is why I say there's a bit of promise. Oh, Ixie, honestly, mate, I hope she's got some left when we're done. They'll be cold, but I don't mind. I'm not prejudiced when it comes to chicken nuggets. Pato, 40 yards out, gives it to his striker. On the overlap is Zalo, and Candeas and Ricardinho do well between them. Clears it behind for a corner. We know corners are dangerous on this game. In it comes. Headed away by Ricardinho. Who else? Dieguto. It's 4v4 if they can get these men forward, which they can. Marega cuts back. Kind of had to, though. Just lost a bit of momentum there. Both sides playing 4D chess here. It is knockouts. It's the round of 16, so something has to give. Enzo does well to break that down because Casapia were in the ascendancy there, and great tackle by X. But once again, these two sides cancelling each other out. I say it one more time, one for the purists. Brasta. Good ball from Pereira to Josselet, and now all of a sudden Casapia playing NBD at their own game. We've got two sides who just, I was going to say, just love this carpet football. Both sides keep it on the deck well. Enzo, 2x to Pato, slides it through to Zylo. Once again, Bugdinho is there. Great turn from Pereira. Marega. Yeah, Dieguto trying to force it because, like I said, something's got to give, and why not put one on the goalkeeper? We've already seen some things from goalkeepers. I didn't say tonight, but this whole week, effectively. It's been a strange one for goalkeepers. X on the turn. Gets it back, but doesn't force the issue. Happy to keep the ball. RNBD, which we've seen. Enzo. Poor pass inside. Marega picks that up, and off go Casapia, but once again, forced to come back. Both of these sides playing some tentative football. In a game where, you know, we've seen 6-4s, 7-1s, 3-2s. It's an interesting style to go for, I think. That header went about 40 yards. Finds Josselet at the back post. Jeff comes across nicely. Tidies up with that stocky build. Sends about 2 men for a hot dog. And NBD will go from the back once again. Under pressure was X. Fends off his man well. Great composure from him. Gets it back where I don't think he really wanted it. So I think this is what we're... This is what... I don't want to teach them how to try and play the game or anything, but they break the press and then they don't move it forward. Clearly it's their tactic, fine. But they break that press and they come straight back. They break that press and they come straight back. I mean, if they go and win this game 1-0, knockout football, playing Casapia, they do not care. Tuesday's champions, Casapia, have barely had a sniff, so... I mean, X is running the game in that centre midfield, by the way. But Pereira's not doing too bad either. Hosselet down the line to pay. Rasta with runners on either side. Jeff gets back. Does well. Domino's definitely the main man. So I'm told. So sometimes they get angry DMs. We miss him. We miss him. Pereira into Perotio. Eaten by that wall of white shirts. Knox gets it through. Trying to inject a little bit something into this. I mean, we've not even heard Ment's name for as much possession of NBD have had. Other than rattling the post, they've not come up with too much to trouble Ment. This game's got extra time written all over it, I think. Rasta into Perotio. Knox is there again. Or Nukes. Nukes. 5 minutes left. I feel like Jeff's playing everywhere. Is there two Jeffs? Because there's two X's as well. Exhibit A. Scholes tries to slide it through. It was never on. Next goal wins. Providing it's in 90 minutes. Over the top it goes. Goalkeeper will claim. That's, I mean, I'd say the last 10-15 minutes is not even two teams cancelling each other out. It's just two teams afraid to lose. And that's cup football, boys and girls. You've got a champion defending and a team playing the champions. Oh, here we go. There might have been the match winner. It was literally the last kick of the game. Ment has kept them in the game, but truth be told, it was probably a tame header and an absolute let-off for Casapia. But we would say the NBD tactic, if they can sneak a 1-0, they won't care. They won't care at all about what I've got to say about their tactics. If they had snuck that in, Neom are doing the business over Avora. 3-0. That one going to plan for those boys. And they might get another one here as well. And Goma back there. We'll stick with these boys even if they did let us down. It's the only duffer we've had in 3 days, so we can't be too mad. We can be a little bit mad, of course we can. And I will be. But Casapia kept us entertained all of Tuesday night. I mean, we're in no rush to go back and watch them now after this, but NBD have the chance to knock out the defending champions. And not playing like that. We've fallen straight back into the routine that we left it. You know what, I do as well, but I didn't want to be mean. I knew you were watching as well. You're always bloody lurking, you. X down the line. No idea where that man was going. Here's Scholes on the overlap. Here's Pato. Cuts it back. Of course he cuts it back. You've not missed much, Domino. I'll tell you that for free. I don't mind being slightly negative, because if he'll come back from here as well. Tried to turn back twice. Oh, it's just every now and then you get one of these games. I get it. It's cup football. There's a lot at stake. I mean, NBD, if they can get through to the next round, it might be the points that get them into the VPG ESPORTS Premier. Whereas Casapia, with that win on Tuesday, I would imagine they're there or thereabouts. Pato, edge of the box, gives it to Yagimi, gets the shot. We've finally got a goal. Is it a goal that's going to light the rest of this tie up? And is it going to be a goal that sends the reigning, defending champions home early on a Thursday? 1-0 to NBD. They'll tell you it's a job well done, but in truth be told, it's been a naff 100 minutes up to that point. Yagimi, the goal scorer, the potential match winner. They come back. Yagimi, there he is again, lining up a shot from 20 yards. It is blocked. Now, Casapia love drama. They love a late goal, and they love scoring goals. But truth be told, MBD have been in control, save for a 10-15 minute period where Casapia looked like they might do something. But I tell you what, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, I'd hate playing against this MBD side. I hate it. And that's when you know you've got a good side. They keep the ball so well, and they just keep you off the ball. I mean, a lot of these players are using their match names, so it's quite difficult to know who they are. But the likes of Diego, the likes of, I believe, Chisato's playing tonight, you know, we've seen them on Tuesday. We know what they can do. They've got goals in them, and save for the header from the corner, they've not created anything. So again, MBD will tell you it's a job well done. They're not going to care what I say. They're not going to care if I didn't enjoy the game or not. 1 foot in the quarterfinal. Right, the boys in black. The boys in black. There's Lunatic. Lunatic, hopefully you heard the very nice words I said about you earlier on. If there's a team of the tournament, which we might do to be fair, look out for a post tomorrow. Lunatic's got to be up there. It's got to be up there. Probably confirmation from Lunatic then of Neom dispatching. Speaking of dispatching, it's Peirotio who has dispatched that header, and when they need a goal, Casapia find a goal, and it's usually that man. 1 apiece on the scoreline in extra time. Casapia are starting to get a name for themselves. NBD, your move. Xylo. Pereira nips in. Doesn't choose to go long, though. Part-timer. That is Domino, to be fair. Oh, dear. Pato gets fouled. But yeah, Domino, what do you reckon? Team of the tournament. Shall we crack our heads together tomorrow and try and get something down? I'll get you some crayons, and we can work that one out. Here is one of the two X's. Bogdino, though, wins it back. He's had a lot of defending to do. Fair play to him. Maybe he set the goal up? I was too busy talking to Lunatic. I was glazing Lunatic, telling him he's the best centre-back in the whole tournament. Enzo, down the line it goes, but look who's coming across. It's big boss man. Ricardinho on the turn, goes long. They're not going to get any change out of it, but it's going to come straight back to him with Marega. Over the top it goes. Expansive stuff from the boys in black. Rasta cuts it back to Pereira. On the overlap is Bug. The goal scorer has kept it in. Fair play. Rasta, he shifts it, and Janza, that is a brilliant save. Absolutely fantastic. Kept his side in at 117 minutes. Not much to do all game. Brilliant stop. Dead on the line. Tips it wide. Near post. Enzo is there. And how they kept that ball on in the first place, I think it was Marega or Rasta, one of those two. One of those two magicians. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. YouTube, you suck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't miss anything. Don't miss anything. Okay, yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's YouTube, so we can actually just scroll back if we have to. Oh, no. What is it doing? I hate YouTube. Right, one apiece. One apiece. Next goal wins. Smelling like penalties, unless... Oh, Yada makes out. That header was so crucial. And to be fair, it might have kicked off an attack here. Big boss man is there. Is that the full-time whistle? Yes, it is. We'll get a polite round of applause and we'll go straight into penalties. The round of 16. Here we go. First blood goes dinked down the middle. It's NBD. Casapia. Slotted home. Slotted home. It bounced on the way in. One of the X's. Scholes. Guesses the right way. Does meant. He is a fantastic goalkeeper. What can his opposite number do? Oh, so close, but Peirotio, it's what he does. He finds the back of the net. Often the top as well. Down the middle from Shlomo. MBD 2. Casapia 2, but they've got a penalty in hand, and they no longer have a penalty in hand. Fantastic save from Janzium. Levels things up after 3, and they are just taking their sweet time now. Down the middle it goes from Enzo. He's been solid all game. Is what I would expect from that man. Now, is there any more magic in the goalkeeping department? It's Bug. Finds the back of the net. Tame penalty. But that's all it took. 3 apiece. Sudden death. Kept it low. MBD. 1 foot. 1.5 feet. In the final. Posting in. Oh, wow. A sigh of relief. He'll tell you it was a great pen. Back to the start then. Xylo. Pressure mountain. On Casapia, the champions, but not from this man. Pereira down the middle. 5 apiece after 6. 7th penalty taken now. These boys don't want to take a penalty, and that is why Ment makes the save. Is there some magic still left to be done? Oh no, Diego. Oh no, we cannot watch that back. Fluffed his lines. Are they going to make him pay for it? Candeas. It's the 8th penalty taker. Fully into the boys who don't want to take a penalty, and that is why Janzium sends them through. It's a cruel, cruel mistress, but NBD get their just rewards after 90 minutes, arguably the better side. Anything can happen in extra time, and everything did happen in extra time. Penalties is an absolute potluck, and it goes the way of NBD. Ones to watch in the next round for sure. And I keep going back to this screen. This screen is redundant now. They stop updating it. Right, let's find you some scores on the doors, boys and girls. Focus 4, New Diamonds 0. Focus are cooking. Neon 3, Avora 0. Strenua 4, Cyber Esports 0. Porto Salvo 6, Spirit 1. I mean, someone was asking for the Spirit game. You're welcome. You're welcome. ADC 1, Axe Clan 0. Great win for those boys. GSK needed penalties against Sunrise. 3 apiece. Boys, I'm sorry. I picked the wrong game. I picked the wrong game. There's too much pressure. This is why I need Domino to bounce ideas off of. We'll do better. We'll do better. Right. It's Neon versus MBD. It's ADC against ACS. AC Strenua. Focus versus the winners of Good 11 and Iron Hawks. And it's Porto Salvo against GSK. Boys and girls, let me know who you want on. Here's the games. Let me know who you're after. I mean, Porto Salvo are ready to go. Good 11 versus Focus. I mean, Focus are cooking. Sorry. The winner of Good 11 and Iron Hawks versus Focus. Coblerone. Casa getting knocked out is massive. We've not even touched upon it, to be fair. I mean, we've got the scores here. I assume that's Casapia in second place. They're on 2,000 points. They've got to be safe. They've got to be safe, barring a miracle. But yeah, they are out. The defending champions, MBD. I mean, MBD's reward for beating Casapia is going to face Neon, who won on Monday. So they only get champs. They only face champs. I mean, I do want to do. Oh dear. I do want to do Focus. Good 11 aren't going to have a stream. It's not what they do. We can have a look at Focus. CJ's stream was good, he says. They're in the lobby. They're ready to go. Still nothing from Good 11 and Ironhawks, and I'm not sure I've got the Ironhawks stream. Ironhawks is a cool name, isn't it? Where are they? Nope. Annoyingly, no one. ADC Strenua kicking off there. And there it is twice if you want to see it. Don't know why the sound's on there. GSK Porto Salvo also on your screen. Knockouts. It looks, don't quote me on this, we're just going to get into this because it's here. It looks like Ironhawks beat Good 11. Wow. It's one of those nights, boys and girls. Let's go. GSK taking on Porto Salvo, two of the best sides in this tournament. Go head-to-head in the quarterfinals. Bruno Salvador, who was brilliant in the last game, by the way, stepping into centre midfield with Braga. Jotka goes back to Kurt. Off we go. A bit of housekeeping. Porto Salvo in the white from left to right, and it is GSK in the all black. You're very welcome, Charlie. Very welcome. Jokers. Oh, Iprog drops the shoulder. Good block by Angelo, who again was brilliant earlier in the night. Corner coming in. Ipreg out there as well. Jotka heads it down. It's going to fall back to him though. I'm not sure who he was trying to pass to there, but once again, when the ball falls at your striker's feet in the box, all good. When it falls at your centre half's feet, not great. Big Varmy. First time ball over the top, looking for the talisman in all black. It's Jokers. Saw him score in the last game. He was on stream as well. That low-driven shot definitely used his brain, bro. Varmy to Nupek. Varmy again wins it high up, edge of the box. Ipreg, Farmer is there, clears, but straight back to GSK. Straight shootout this time. Quarterfinals, lots of points on the line. That is what these teams want. Of course they want to win, but also the further into the tournament they get. Oh, Fabian Quiros, you would expect him to make that pass. Deuce Liao running off the shoulder there. It looks like they're gone. Fabian Quiros and Cam Deuce Liao as striker, but those two just spend the whole game swapping over. It's very difficult to defend against. Ipreg slides it through. Braga out with the ball to Fabian Quiros, his gaffer. Kurt wins it off Deuce Liao. And don't forget, when we saw Porto Salvo earlier, Deuce Liao had a very slow start and then came to life in that second half of the second half. And that's the danger when you're playing against world-class players. Speaking of which, here is Boo Angelo. Picks his pocket. He has been brilliant so far. Deuce Liao. Not much by way of support and a lot of black shirts around him. Norbix pinches his pocket but gives away the throw. Deep in enemy territory. It's not going to come to anything. They forced it. They rushed it. Those chicken nuggets are making me thirsty. Iperek, down the line it goes. Cartel, man on the overlap is Mackinson. Iperek looking for jokers, just strayed. A lot of football from GSK at the moment. Pinning this Porto Salvo side in. Farmer goes long, strange one, just gives it back to GSK, who are keeping the ball nicely, probing well, but so far not too much to write home about. If this is another 0-0, I have a look over at some of the other results, and it's 4-4, 6-5, I might just retire. Don't want to watch the final anyway. Deuce Liao. Big switch. I mean, the striker is about 90 yards away from the goal. Maybe we should have went and watched Focus. D-Ultra. Loses, man slides it through to Deuce Liao. He's one-on-one. Gets the shot up. He finds the back of the net. That man is quiet until he turns very, very loud and finds the back of the net. 1-0 Porto Salvo, slightly against the run of play. They won't mind me saying, because they're 1-0 up. I can say whatever I want. I have tenure. Big Farmy. Good 1-2. Gets it back to Jokers. Maybe a bit more direct from these boys from now on. I mean, their CDM has joined the attack straight off the bat. And it's weird because GSK have looked good and have been in control. Up until. And it's what the game needed from a neutral point of view, is specifically a Porto Salvo goal to take the sting out of this GSK heavy possession game and force them to come out. And it's exactly what's happening with Boo. Cuts it across. Danny Verdi needed 2 stabs at it, but second time lucky. Great positioning from him. And again, speaking of world-class players, LPS have filled this side with world-class players. Mal, great defending from Boo. Held his man off really well because he was ghosting him behind. Goodness. I was going to say, yeah, good ball down the wing from the goalkeeper there. It's half-time. Fair play. Had no idea it was half-time. Right then, let's go over to Focus to make sure we're not missing an absolute banger. We're not missing an absolute banger. It's just 1-0. I mean, do we watch this? Do we finish? I mean, we can come back to this one after, so that's good to have, to be fair. But Ironhawks doing the business. Just knocked out Good 11. Now knocking out one of the in-form teams in this tournament. We'll definitely come back to that one. In fact, I'll leave it up ready. In fact, I'll just leave it playing. Because we've got the new computer set up. And I can have 2 streams running at once if I want. What an absolute luxury that is. Until I watch it back and I realise it was super laggy. Knockout scores. Ironhawks 4. Good 11 2. Wow. Great result for those boys. Great result. Heitzel done. Begrudgingly. Scores on the doors done. Right. Second half. GSK with it all to do. Porto Salvo. Tuesday's beaten finalists. Somehow they lost that game. I'll still never understand how they lost that game. But they have got some wrongs to right from their point of view. And it starts with a win here against GSK. No easy feat by any stretch of the imagination. They have been one of the teams to watch all week. Previously of the VPG ESPORTS Premier, we've seen GSK several times on the stream. And I'm sure they would love to feature again next season. Deuce Liao take a bow. He's found Fabian Queiroz, who squares it. Jotka saves his side 100% a goal. It would have been a goal from there. Who are the current tournament favourites? That's a great question. I mean, Neom are always up there. Janzium, I'm not sure if you saw, got knocked out in the group stage They finished 17th out of 20, so we didn't get to see Mr. Figo's reaction, but I don't think I'd want to. Boo to Big Varmy. On the overlap is Jokers. Cuts inside, has the shot. I mean, Ironhawks as well. They're beating all the favourites. And then you've got to look at the winner of this game too. I mean, I'm just naming all the teams left in. It's very much what I do. Deuce Liao, though, has the shot held by Bartix. Good hands from him. And let's not forget, MBD just beat Casapia as well. And looked convincing for the majority. So any one of those. And then whoever else is left who I haven't mentioned. Ipreg. Ooh, Braga. A rash decision to take him down. But he is a very dangerous player, so I kind of don't blame him. But he does have it about 30 yards out. I'm sad for Figo. Ipreg, the man who got taken out, not on the same wavelength. That is not going to do for GSK. Their standards are high. 30 yards out. I mean, Braga was obviously right to take him out then, and Farmer runs out of play. Yeah. I mean, we had the chance to watch the Janzium stream, and we went for the other one, and I'm so glad we did now. D-Ultra pocket pinched. Big Varmy trying to force the issue. Bruno was there, but Nupek returns the favor. Ipreg to Cartel. Oh, tries to... You can see it. Jokers, he is their linchpin. He is their big game player. Much like this man. Deuce Liao sent a man to the shop for a can of Coke. Norbix is there. Does get taken out. Nothing's going to get given. The referee, I can see it. He's given it. Deuce Liao, right place, right time. 100% was a foul. The only man who played on is the man celebrating on your screen right now. High IQ player. Proper fox in the box. Fabian Queiroz, take a bow. 1 for the signing and 2 for putting him back up front tonight. He's got your side 2 goals. And that is the difference between the two sides currently. 2 goals to 0. Porto Salvo, yesterday's finalists. And by yesterday, I definitely mean Tuesday. Ipreg. It's not over yet for GSK, though. They have been knocking on this door for quite some time. But they need to stop leaving Deuce Liao by himself. I cannot stress that enough. And they're still only leaving 1 player up at a time. Unfortunately for GSK, it's Deuce Liao who can take on 2 or 3 men at once. I mean, I can see him. He's lingering. Angelo. Jokers intercepts. Ooh, I'm not sure that was meant for him, but Angelo now completes the clearance. They've got 20 minutes, GSK. More than capable. More than capable. They need to stop doing that. That's twice they've done that. Down the line it goes to the man of the match. Deuce Liao shows no signs of stopping. Holds it up, stabs it to the back post. D-Ultra almost on the end of it. Norbix didn't need to force that. I think he's going to get a telling off for that. Bruno restarts with a throw near side. Here's the gaffer, Fabian Queiroz. Good feet from him. Looked like he drew a foul, but we know this referee doesn't give fouls. They give it to Deuce Liao, who's on a hat-trick in a quarterfinal. Big game player. Ipreg, who's been wonderful this game, by the way. Cartel. Exchanging passes, looking for the byline, didn't need to cut back because Farmer read it. And down the line it goes. 5 minutes have gone since we said 20 minutes left. I'm sure it's gone super fast for GSK and super slow for LPS, but keeping the ball nicely are the boys in white. 2-goal cushion, and Fabian Queiroz is just demonstrating his technical ability. Deuce Liao, oh my days. He can do no wrong. D-Ultra went looking for him as well. The man's on a hat-trick. You've got to get... If you're any of the supporting cast, you've got to get him his hat-trick. Surely, surely. D-Ultra tried his best there. Big Varmy. The gaffer for GSK. How he would love to pop up with a goal or an assist here. But it's just not falling for the GSK boys. Oh, Cartel, behave. Great touch from him. Almost slides it through. Pereira is there, though. Great defending from Porto Salvo. They've got to do it again. Proper backs against the walls now. Big Varmy. Down the line it goes. 2 Jokers. We know that man can do some magical stuff, but Angelo, again, if we're talking about teams of the tournament, he's going to be in with a shout for sure. For sure. Braga with a header through ball from 40 yards. There's nothing that man can't do. Deuce Liao's going by himself. He is on a hat-trick, boys and girls. He was always going to use that man as a decoy, even if it was his captain. Mikkelsen gets the shot off Danny Verdi, equal to it. Not had too much to do, but when he's being called upon, he is there. Out it goes, 2 minutes, barring a miracle. Jokers to Big Varmy. Good feet from him. Mikkelsen to Ipreg. Farmer there again. Good game from him, especially the second half being solid. Oh my days. Deuce Liao, behave. Behave. Through on goal. Takes the shot. He's on a hat-trick. Of course he's going to do it. I mean, now he'll get told off by his gaffer because that's twice in a row he let his gaffer down. But he won't care because he repaid the favour with 2 goals. Congratulations to Porto Salvo. I'm sure we'll see them again at some point. And commiserations to GSK. And we've just seen a quality save from LMG there, keeping his Ironhawk side in it. Let's go then. LMG there once more. Ironhawks. We're talking about favourites. They've got to be in with a shout here. The Barn wins it. How they need his heroics from earlier on in the evening. Focus in the white. Ironhawks in that rust-coloured shirt, and they're rocking it. 2 goals to the good. 4-2 against good 11. We'll check where they came in the league. In fact, I'll do it quickly now because I kind of want to know. Good 11, playing Ironhawks. Ironhawks finished 10th in the league. But they have come to life when it matters most. Knockouts. And Focus have got 17 minutes to do something about it. This Focus side is very well set up for going ahead in games when you got the likes of Hammer and Beast. But when they go behind, what have they got in the locker? CJ just wanted that split second too long. He did everything right up until he needed to pull the trigger. And Hammer and Beast are going to have to show us what they can do going forward, to be honest. World-class defensive midfielders. But they need to get this team ticking. They need to get this Focus side up the pitch and moving. And that's probably not the way to do it. Leave those balls to Mr. Delosa. Beast did what he was in the team to do. Win it back. Then you give it to your talisman. Then you give it to your goal scorers. Then you give it to your creators. Like this. And they make stuff work like this. The Barn through one-on-one. LMG, right place, right time. And it's not rocket science, boys and girls. Get it to those players. That's what they're in the team to do. Everyone's got a role. 8 minutes left. Here is Delosa. Slides it through to Keenan Page. Great ball to Merker. Back sticks is on. Repelled. Hammer. Fantastic work from him. Wins it high up. Zay, who is a centre-back, just had his pocket pinched. Did the gaffer, and Thani cuts inside. Rek to Rio. Oh, that's great football. Rek through. Pirouettes his way through. Game, set, and match. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that emphatic finish. It is Shark puts this game to bed just as Focus were knocking on the door. Wow, Ironhawks making a statement or two in this knockout stage. It'll be interesting to see who they play next. Emphatic finish from Shark as Focus were going in search of, well, halving the deficit first and foremost, and then an equalizer. But it's not to be for Focus. I mean, to be fair, regardless of this result, they've had a good night. Finished second in the league after finishing, what, 16th on Tuesday. Big improvements. Just, I don't know. They'll give you the lowdown. We've not been able to see the whole game, but I'm sure they will discuss. He's taken out of play, thinking it might have been time. Is there time for a consolation for the boys in white? No, there's not, because that man, LMG, who he knows had a good game, Ironhawks marching on. Commiserations to Focus. Congratulations to Ironhawks. Let's get some scores on the doors, boys and girls. Right then. Knockout scores. Here we go. Porto Salvo 2, GSK 0. We knew that. I guess we get this one out of the way as well. Ironhawks 3. Focus 0. Who else have we got here? Because no other scores have come in. ADC. I feel like the ADC game started a long time ago. Strenua is ADC. Oh my days. I'm so sorry, guys. You just got to follow Strenua now, haven't you? You just got to follow Strenua. Wow. Have we got time to check MBD? Which one's it? I can't remember who Neom is. Borsellino. 3-1 against MBD. 9 minutes to hold on. And it will be Neom play the winners if they hold on, obviously, of this Strenua game. And then it's Ironhawks versus Porto Salvo. This is hotting up. This is hotting up. Strenua, I might just make our channel a Strenua channel. Because every bloody game, I'm just going to applaud. Every single game is mental. And yeah, congratulations to ADC for matching them as well. Fair play. Fair play. Right, here we go then. We've got 15 virtual minutes, which means about 3 minutes of normal time. Mads. Next goal wins. We saw 5 goals in one half yesterday, so anything can happen. Sorry, we saw 3 goals in one half. 5 goals in total. Beast. What a ball that is. Through to Alma. He's going to go all the way. He does go all the way, and it smashes the post. Talk about fine margins. And the ricochet off the post has been so kind to Strenua, but they are pouring men forward. This is all from that post. They were one pass away, but that finish from Alma, wow. Wow. It's another one of those nights, isn't it? Aegis clears. Mixon picks it up. Aegis there again. Unlucky Beast gives it to the man who struck the post. Inches away from being a match winner. Bowson to Rivers. Eyeshock steps in. Very nicely done. Berberoy. Down the line it goes to Mads. Great ball. Stays in. Yes, it does. Megatbra cuts inside. Great work from Aegis. That is what that man does. That is what that man does. On the overlap, Eyeshock says, nope, we've got a game to go and win, so I need that ball back, thank you. But it does come straight back at them with Pans. Unlucky Beast wins it. Alma, we know he's got a strike on him. Last minute of extra time. Zalo clears. Gonna come straight back at them. Standall there. And once again, Strenua just cannot get the ball to their front line, which means they've got to defend here. We are into extra time of extra time. Stabs it in. Goalkeeper stayed rooted. Eyeshock there. Wow. That is a massive let-off. Right, straight through 2 penalties. Here we go. Ale. We know this man loves a goal. ADC first up, down the middle once again. We have seen a lot of those. Right, Strenua in response with Mads. Wow, he plays a lot of FIFA. That was an unreal penalty. Beast, unlucky Beast is relatively lucky there. He applauds, I think he knows. Berberoy, what a unit this man is. Staggers, sends the keeper for a Twix. What a penalty. 3 good penalties and 1 okay penalty. Dap slots it home. I mean, a good penalty is a penalty that goes in, right? Dead Power. Mega Bra pops it away. 6 from 6. Panzer. The cameraman for ADC pops that away and puts the pressure on Strenua and Koa. Not Norwegian legend though. Osama. Oh, it's a big save. It is a big save. Here we go then to win, to send the team through. It's Strenua. Oh, it's saved. It's saved by Jav. Massive, massive save. It was a pressure penalty, but for all the right reasons. And this has now completely and utterly flipped over into the hands of ADC. Oh, keeper went the right way. Right then, 5 from 6. Bowson. Great pen. ADC in the ascendancy once again. Strenua, and it is the gaffer, Mikkelsen. Oh, he's snuck it under the goalkeeper. If you are Jav, you are asking questions. Agus now, the CDM taking a penalty. That's not a CDM penalty, I tell you that. Great penalty. Side netting. Once again, we're on Strenua, and their centre-backs are taking penalties. Down the middle, and he almost got a hand to it. Rambaros. Look at the size of Nutos, by the way. Colossus of a man. Gets it in. 8 from 9 for ADC once again. Strenua with everything to do. Standal, the CDM, puts it away. Another centre-back penalty coming up for ADC. Lito this time puts it away. 9 out of 10. Keepers after this. Oh, Jav. Guess the right way again. Right. Jav, what have you got? He's got it in his locker. Sends the keeper the wrong way. We are 1 penalty away from going all the way around. Here we go. The stutter. And he went the right way. The goalkeepers have been fantastic. 10-10. Here we go. Ale. Second penalty. Second goal. Mads Pitbull. Is he going to put it in that top left-hand corner again? Of course he is. Of course he is. Keeper didn't do his homework. Unlucky Beast is lucky once again. 12-11. Berberoy this time to keep us cool. Stutter penalty again. Oh, Berberoy did exactly the same. The goalkeeper needs to remember what some of these players are doing. Small Dape. He's gone the right way. Here is an opening. They couldn't capitalize last time. Can Megget Bra do it? 12-12 on the score sheet. Megget Bra for glory is posting in. Wow. Dead Power is the man you want stepping up at crucial times. Post and in. Snuck it under. Oh, it's cruel. It's kind and it's cruel all at the same time. And we will be staying with these boys because they are now taking on... I'll tell you who they're taking on when they tell me. They're taking on Neom because Neom have just beat NBD 3-1. That did finish 3-1. Ironhawks play Porto Salvo in semi-final 1. We're going to be at semi-final 2. AC Strenua taking on Neom. As Domino said in the chat, can Neom make it? Is it 3 finals in a row? Now I'm questioning it. Neom got beat 5-0 yesterday. I think it was in either the quarter or the semi-final. Stop coming in here and ruining the stream. Come on the stream and do it instead. Oh, GG focus. Absolutely. Absolutely. LMG, some fantastic saves. Yeah, that semi-final. Ironhawks versus Porto Salvo. I mean, I'll see if it's kicked off because I'm sure, I mean, to be fair, I'm sure they want to get cracking pretty soon. It's not Neom because Neom are getting ready to play these guys. They're all ready. It's LPS who are also... I mean, this is where we like the staggered kickoffs. If you want to stagger it so we can go then and watch the other one afterwards, that's great. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Without Domino here to share the load. My voice is going a little bit. It was those chicky nuggies I had. Emergency chicky nuggies. You've never seen anyone eat 4 chicken nuggets as quick as I did. Remake of the first finale comes to Neon. And one small step before that, my friend. Just the small point of the free-flowing, free-scoring AC Strenua. Dead Power had to take 2 penalties, but yeah, never in doubt. Never in doubt. What a penalty shootout, by the way. I think that might be the longest we've had on stream. What was that? 13-12 maybe? Great penalty shootout. And ADC, commiserations, because it's such a crap way of going out. Pardon my French, but then on the flip side of that, AC Strenua will not give a damn. River dance. We're at that stage now, boys and girls, where we just have to be patient. What a team, by the way. Porto Salvo. 14-13 was it? I tell you what, the score's in the bottom right hand corner. Let me go and check. Well, it was. If they get rid of the bench, we might be able to see it, but I'll take your word for it, considering you played, you were there. I mean, to be fair, I was there as well, but clearly, I'm paying a lot of interest. Strenua calling heights is weird. Maybe at halftime, I guess. Right, are we getting some stuff done? They're missing 2 players, which isn't great. I'm desperate to stick with Strenua because we watched them on the first game, and then since then they've scored about 18 goals in 4 games. Neon is still in the lobby as well, but once again, I mean, Module, I'm putting him in my team of the tournament as well. I know he's only played two nights, but he's been brilliant. They've got cheat code monster and monster cheat code. Why do they do this? Why do they do these things to me? Borsellino as well up there. He's been fantastic. It's such a good side. It's such a good side. Neon want to be at home against Strenua, and I can totally understand why. Nobody wants to play Strenua away. They haven't got all of their players in unless the Eni is the right back, which he is. They're just arguing about who's going to be at home. And then as soon as that's... It's literally like every single time I see one of these teams. Blade, laser, blazer. Yeah, the Strenua side is filthy, but you could flick to any of these now. I mean, just to prove a point. They're in. They are in. They're not in the lobby anymore. I mean, do we do a half each? Oh, but no one wants to watch the first half of a game and not the second half of a game, right? I mean, I feel Ironhawks are getting a bad rep here because they're marching through and they're not getting any game time. But I can't miss any of this game. But it feels like we're going to miss a lot of it if they don't hurry the bloody hell up. I mean, yeah, we need someone to come in and tell us who's at home because it's delaying everything. Neom are going to be at home. They finished top. Strenua. It is Porto Salvo. 1-0 up in semi-final number 2. But we're with semi-final number 1. Neom are sending AC Strenua their 3rd away game in a row. And they're still scoring for fun. I mean, I guess we can only come back to this game at half-time, which is a real shame. Sad. It's sad to miss, but we've got to. I mean, we could probably have both on, but I'm not sure how that would go. So let's stick with one. Traditionally, we're a one-stream. We're a one-hit wonder. Yeah, please start. Please go ahead. Yeah, they don't need my permission. Oh, come on. Right, 2 games left of the stream, which is just as well, because it's 11:15. Later if you're in Central Europe. Maybe even later if you're a bit further afield, which I'm not sure. Is anyone? Might explain the ping. That, or it's just EA again. Yeah, we got kicked out. This is we're not winning here, are we, boys? We're not winning. Let's put some football on our telly and get the mouse on. Iron Hawks, a goal down. Why does it keep doing this? Sorry. Despite dispatching 2 of the tournament favourites, or at least 2 of the tournament in-form teams. That's not a great ball. Ultra picks it up. Salvador, great ball through to Fabian Queiroz. LMG out to Bentz. Maxwell. Down the line it goes. Optic inside. I'm going to check on the other game in a second because I almost forgot it existed. And that's unlike me. When it comes to AC Strenua, which I can't find now. There they are. They're still in the lobby. Kill me now. Back over we go then. 10 minutes till half-time. Do we see this game through to half-time? I can't decide. What? No. Bentz goes long. Farmer heads away. Fanny. That all this delay means is there's going to be a delay for the final. That's all I'm going to say. Not that I'm thinking about myself, of course. Rafa. Edge of the box to Braga. Deuce Liao, who is in fine form. As you can see, gives it to D Ultra. Fabian Queiroz can't take it under his spell. Alright, it should be sent. That's really annoying. I don't know why it's randomly doing that all of a sudden. We're on that one. This is painful. I mean, we're going to get to half-time whether we like it or not. Through ball. It's looking like Porto Salvo on top so far in this half from what we've seen, and they're also a goal to the good as well. Right, Neom have sent. We get the whole of that game and some change from this one, I guess, but we'll get there eventually. Remember last time, this happened last time, and I said it will be worth it, and then it was worth it. Strenua were playing then as well. Hopefully, we get everyone through. Hopefully. Thank you, Mega. Right then, I know fine well these two are going to put on a show for us. I can feel it in my bones. Semi-final number 2. Porto Salvo ahead at half-time against Ironhawks in the other semi-final. They will face the winner of these two powerhouses. Strenua taking on Neom. Neom, champions of Monday. Looking for a double this week. Strenua have just been highly entertaining. And lots of points. More points this evening as well. I think we will get to see those boys in the eSports Premier with their exploits tonight. Over the top by Willie. Is that onside? Cheat code monster. I mean, that would have been some kind of cheat code. Definitely strayed. Good line from that Strenua backline. And here we go. Beating them at their own game. This time he does stay onside. Mads Pitbull did not need to slide it through. Wins it back though. Megget slides it through. Norwegian legend gets the shot off. Graham is equal to it though. Great play from Strenua. That first ball that went over the top, and then Megget sliding it through as well. That is what he does. A very, very dangerous player. Module, speaking of dangerous player, although Mikkelsen, our cameraman for this evening, has absolutely bullied him off the ball. And Strenua will start from the back. That diagonal again. Mads, I tell you what, wins so many. I know he didn't win a header there, but he wins so many headers, considering he's not a big tall build. Willie does fantastically well until he doesn't. Megget wins it back, gives it to the on-rushing Norwegian legend, breaks into the box, gets to the byline, stabs it across, 6s and 7s, falls at the feet of Willie, who gives it to Borsellino, and off Neom go. A slow start for those boys. Save for this man, Willie. Looking in behind. Mark does well, recycles it, will get the throwing. Down the line it goes, flicked on well. Berberoy, probably his first touches of the game. Megget, definitely not his first touch. Mads inside. Rambaros to Standel. Good idea. Megget wins it though. Mads Pitbull. Oh, edge of the box. I thought he might pull the trigger. Trying to force it there. Mo Arsenal gets taken down cynically, says the referee. And there's our first booking of the game. Don't ask me who it was, because EA doesn't tell us anymore. It's like it doesn't care. It's like it doesn't care. Butra, good signing. Very solid centre-half. Borsellino, who's looked fantastic. Another one who could fit into that team of the tournament. Willie, behave. Standel, though, doing really, really well. Excellent work from him. Goes long. Can they get the knockdown from Mikkelsen? Yes, they can, but Butra is there. Mo Arsenal takes it under a spell nicely. Here is Danny Connolly, who's had a quiet game so far. Usi with the save and holds on to it as well. Had a bit of venom in it. Good football from Neom, playing themselves back into this game. It does remain goalless. Megget Bra tries to slide it through to the near post, but of course, Lunatic is there. Great tournament from him. Deluxe exchanging passes. Good press from Neom. We've said it before. They are a good pressing side, especially that front three. Work really, really well pressing together. Mads. To Deluxe. Rambaros, confirmation of his booking. Strenua just happy to keep the ball, which normally they're a lot more direct than this. And is it a case of trying to starve Neom of possession? Because they have to. Because they're very dangerous on the ball. Butcher is having a great game. To Lunatic. Willie, good turn on the sixpence. Back it goes. Or does it? No, he doesn't know, basically. But Berberoy knows he's got the ball now. Tries to force it. Lunatic is there, of course. Willie much better this time and offloads it. And off Neom go. 30 virtual minutes gone. Goalless. We will check on the other game at halftime. Porto Salvo were a goal to the good against Ironhawks. Ironhawks, I mean, one of the teams of the tournament this Thursday night. Connolly, good turn from him. Couple of turns. Willie, edge of the box. Borsellino, great first touch. Martz and co are there. Willie there once again. What a great game he's having. Cheat code. Standal. Cheat code. Cancelling each other out. It's great to see. Module drops the shoulder. Gets the shot off. Trickles through to the goalkeeper. And Module is just a player that if he's quiet, it's dangerous. You'd almost rather him just be on the ball, because you could forget about him on this near side. Megabra into Mads Pitbull, gets the shot off. I don't think it was ever threatening, but minimal backlift could have caught the goalkeeper off guard if it was on target. Alas, is that the closest we've come? Possibly. Berberoy into the channel. Mads holds off his man well, and tell you what, he did the hard part. Tried to offload it to no avail. Mickelson, good throw to Mads. Likes to run these channels, we know. Good battle with Lee Jacko. Swings it in, near post, Norwegian legend. Wow, Graham, right place, right time. Fantastic goalkeeping. Underrated bit of goalkeeping. Great stop that was, but what fantastic play. Mads and co up front for this Strenua side. You can see why they've scored so many goals this tournament and this week. They've been a joy to watch. Mo Arsenal into Willie, who's having a stormer. Down the line to Borsellino. Bag of tricks, but Norwegian legend. Both boxes, he's doing it. Attack and defense, he's doing the business. Berberoy down the line. That's the ball. Mads Pitbull, a willing runner as per usual. Cuts inside. Megatbra puts his foot on the ball. Good work from him. Didn't force it. That's a bit forced though. Mickelson had already gone from the previous attack. Don't think he wanted it as he was coming back from that offside position. And it looks like we're going to go through to half-time. Save for a bit of... No. I was going to say, save for a bit of Mo Arsenal magic, but apparently the referee doesn't want to see that. 2-0 in the 90th minute. Confirmation that Porto Salvo will be playing the winners of semi-final number 2, which we're going to give you the second half of shortly. Up comes the goalkeeper. Ironhawks, I mean... I kind of hope they make it to the esports Premier, because that run on a Thursday night, late on a Thursday night, I don't think many saw coming. Dispatch some good teams, dispatch some teams bang in form, and they deserve a lot. They deserve a lot. I'm sure the maths whizzes behind the scenes can tell us whether or not they made it. All in good time. All in good time. Right then, speaking of a good time, second half of semi-final number 2. The winner plays Porto Salvo. Off we go then. Something has to give for one of these sides. Can Strenua reach their first final of the week? Neom, previous champions from Monday. Looking to make it 2 out of 3. Porto Salvo looking to avenge Tuesday night's final defeat. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. What a game. Could say that about most games, to be fair, this tournament. Willie, man of the match by far. Borsellino breaks into the box, goes low. Deluxe is there. He even had time to put his foot on the ball. Cheat code over the top. Mickelson does really well. Flicked on by Megabra. First time by Rambaros. Smart play from him. Mads Pitbull has pulled off into that wing position once again. Oh my days. Make it make sense. Didn't miss anything. Standal. Ooh. Berberoy just looking to get in between the centre backs there. Here is Berberoy, kept on by Megabra, one pass away. Norwegian Legends dropped the shoulder. What a turn that was. Everyone was expecting the pass across the box, other than Graham. And his name's probably not Graham, but it looks like Graham. And I've been calling Graham all week and no one's corrected me. Wow. Once again, underrated piece of goalkeeping. I don't want to say he's keeping his side in it, but two huge saves. This Strenua. It's not even the front three. The front three is magic, but it's the supporting cast as well. The two wide players, even the two CDMs getting involved. The two CDMs are playing like two box-to-box CMs. It's probably why Strenua have so much going forward. Here is Graham. Someone's got to tell me his name. I can't carry on butchering it like that. Mads was the architect of that last attack. I said Mojo is having a quiet game and that makes him dangerous. At some stage, Neom have to get him into the game. He is a match winner, regardless of how quiet he is. Berberoy looking for his strike partner, will find his strike partner. These two have got a great understanding. Here is Mojo. About 90 yards in the opposite direction. Are they going to get a corner out of that? No, they're not. Goalless, 63 minutes. That's not really how I saw this one going, I must admit. Certainly one for the neutrals. Megatbra looking for that slide rule pass. Lunatic cementing his place in that team of the tournament, I think. Norwegian legend. Great work from him. Very underrated player. Berberoy on the turn. Stabs it into the back post. Module is there. Proving he can do it in both boxes. Mo Arsenal loses out to the gaffer. Mickelson. Megget through to Mads. First time to Berberoy. It's going to fall to someone and it falls to Mads. Lee Jacko. Right place, right time. I mean, he made the block. It's all psychological because he was offside. Neom just about holding on. They've not created too much going forward. It has been the majority AC Strenua. Connolly inside to Mo Arsenal. Senzea to Module, back post. Berberoy, good turn. Keeps the ball nicely. Good hold-up play from him. Norwegian legend. Looking for support ahead. Does find it, but Butra is there. A very, very good defender. I know I've said it before, but just to reiterate, a very, very good and experienced. He's an esports Prem player, if you couldn't tell. 17 minutes to go. If something doesn't give in 90, we'll make it give in 120. And then you know the score from then. Strenua off the back of 23 penalties. Was it 23? 27 penalties? 27 penalty shootout. Can they prevent it from going to another penalty shootout? Megabra into Berberoy, waiting for support. Finds Rambaros up from centre midfield. Cuts it across. Graham is there. I think it took a slight deflection. But the two wide players combining once again. Strenua are not afraid to chuck men forward. What a breath of fresh air. Oh my days. Megabra slides it through to Mads Pitbull. It's so good to watch. Such high IQ play from Mads Pitbull. That man is a killer. He knows FIFA. What a finish. And against a world-class goalkeeper in top form. But let's go back to that through ball from Megabra. Dead power, take a bow, and the finish matched the through ball. Strenua have left it late, but they have got what they came for. 1-0, 9 minutes remaining. Module. Senzea swings it in. Mats gets rid. Borsellino recycles. Butra. How long until Butra and co go up? And they're gonna, that's exactly how Strenua want you to play. They want you to commit men forward. They are a strong counter-attacking team when they've got the likes of this man, Mads Pitbull. Lunatic does very, very well. Berber steps in. Lunatic's there again, and Module gets taken down before he can cause any damage, and it is the match winner who takes him down. 4 minutes left. Something's got to give for Neom, and it's not sideways passing, I can tell you that. Willie over the top, still my man of the match, to be fair. Borsellino gets bullied, and Mats has to put it behind. I think his team might be querying that slight rush of blood to the head. Not committing too many men forward, though. Strangely, because it's Lee Jacko, we said what an absolute colossus that man is, and goal threat on Monday night. Almost dragging his team back in. But at the moment, it's Strenua, Porto Salvo, Fino. We will have a brand new champion if they can keep this out. Standal fires it behind. They've got to pack it. Surely they've got to pack this box. They've got to send everyone forward. Straight into the mixer. It's going to fall to Lunatic. Oh, it's spilled. It's still alive. D Deluxe sends it clear. That is full time. How that hasn't gone in. It's heartbreak for Neon, and especially for that man Lunatic, who has been their best player all week. Even he couldn't do it at the end. Even he couldn't get his team over the line. It is commiserations to Neon. I mean, I'm quite sure I'm man of the match. I'm quite sure Neon will be in the VPG Esports Premier next season. However, they will not be lifting the trophy tonight. AC Strenua 1, Neon 0. I wouldn't even say it was one for the neutrals, you know, one for the real lovers of the sport, because it was just a good game, regardless if you love it or not. It had action, it was end to end, both teams attacking. Proper semi-final. Proper semi-final. Right, let's go and see if there's any beef in the Discord. It's not normally any beef when you get to this part. Confirmation then. Porto Salvo 2, Ironhawks 0, Neon 0, AC Strenua 1. Deuce Liao is in red hot form. Watch out for that man. Watch out for that man. Angelo and Farmer both having brilliant nights. Braga speaks for himself. Salvador has come in and been an absolute breath of fresh air as well. So look out for that man too. He's really kept them ticking over today. And then on Strenua's side, I mean, we've just seen it. It's... I can't even say it's the front 5. It's the front 7. I mean, there was a time where Rambros ran past Mads and Berberoy, and it was 0-0 in the 80th minute. It's what this Strenua side do. And Porto Salvo are going to have to try and stop that now. How do we want the scoring to go from a strictly neutral point of view? What's going to open this game up more? A Strenua goal early on or a Porto Salvo goal early on? I don't know. But for sure, GG's all around, because that second semi-final, it's what we tune in for. It's what we tune in for. And don't forget the quality of that goal. That's what it's all about, boys and girls. That is what it's all about. Even if you're fair weather, that's worth waiting for 85 minutes for. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I mean, we say it at the end of every stream, but I'll say it now if people are having to disappear because it's late or you know, you got better things to do or whatever it is. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's just supporting pro clubs. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We're trying to get this game mode on the map, trying to make it as big as possible, and this is how we do it. VPG Esports Premier, the biggest tournament, the biggest league, the biggest organization out there. And here we go. This is to play, to have the pleasure of playing in that league come October 20th. That's the day we're kicking off. But for now, these two sides have only got one competition in their mind, and it is this third qualifier. $300 up for grabs as well, don't forget. That is nothing to be sniffed at. Neon Monday, Casapia Tuesday, Porto Salvo beaten finalists on that Tuesday as well. They are looking to put wrongs right, and AC Strenua are just looking to light up this third and final tournament. They've been real tournament favorites, tournament darlings, just because of their free-flowing attacking football. But these two sides are very, very well matched. Standal down the line it goes. Berberoy holds it up. Norwegian legend slides it through to Mads. Gets it back. To the byline it goes. Keeps it low. Pereira's there. Clearance is going to fall at the feet of D Deluxe. Mikkelsen, the gaffer, swings it in. Angelo does well with the clearance. Braga flicks it on one more. Deuce Liao. Oh, I told you, he's in red hot form at the moment. They'll do well to keep him quiet. Great turn on the ball. Gives it to Raffo. Runs in behind. Happy to keep the ball at the moment. 40, 50 yards out. But it will break for Strenua. And this is when they're at their best. On the counter-attack. Ready to commit men forward. Dangerous players in every position. I think that's the Strenua way. Every time they pick the ball up, regardless of where it is, they want to be positive with it. Speaking of positive, the gaffer for LPS, Fabian Quiros, trying that Rabona over the top of the defense. Comes to no avail. 15 minutes, 0-0. Mads, who was the match winner in the last game, semi-final. The ball roll finish. I haven't seen that for a while. It's just classic. It's just, to do that in a semi-final in the 85th minute is absolutely wild. Angelo hasn't put a foot wrong all night. Norwegian legend's been brilliant also. Rambaros looking for striker's feet. Salvador says no, but also so does Megabra. Don't forget it was his ball that fed Mads Pitbull, the match winner in the semi-final. Fabian Quiros to Rafa on the overlap. Far side, sends his man for a Twix. Crosses it in. Zalo came across to help his player out. It's still going to fall with Porto Salvo. I mean, they've got their cam, they've got their striker. Everyone's trying to win this back. Good press. Good press from Norwegian legend. Right place, right time. Not so much with the ball through. Pereira picks it up. Standal does well. Brilliant work from him again. Berberoy. Stocky build of Berberoy. Standal thinks about swinging it in. They keep it on the deck instead. Carpet football falls to Braga, to Rafa, into Fabian Quiros. Loses man, and exactly that. Ball looking for Deuce Liao. Why wouldn't you? The man is red hot at the moment. Sosa. Picked up by Megabra. Berberoy just trying to force it slightly there. Looking for Mads, who's in good form of his own, of course. D Deluxe manages to squeeze it through. Mads, 60 yards from goal. Fabian Quiros comes across to dispossess him, and LPS recycle from the back. Just trying to take the sting out of this. I'm not sure who in favour of, I'm thinking possession-wise, chance-wise. It's been very 50-50, as you would probably imagine. That's a great ball. Angelo, once again. Once again. Yeah, 50-50 games so far. Deuce Liao looking to change those odds. Taking on his man. He has license to do what he wants, especially when he pulls off into those wide areas. Braga maybe getting a slight nosebleed that far up. Quiros to Braga, looking for striker's feet. His opposite number, Standal, does well, comes across, intercepts. Mads into Berberoy. Mikkelsen on the overlap. Great football from Strenua. They're trying to keep it quick. They're trying to keep it direct, and that's what they do best. Sosa much more assured this time, but it is going to come straight back at them via D Deluxe. Not the one. Rafa intercepts. Megabra intercepts. For a cam, he makes so many interceptions. Mark does well there as well. Berber. Space to run into, instead comes back. Mega Bra was getting close attention. That's what they need to do. They need to mind that little magician. Easier said than done. 4 minutes to go. Braga. Mikkelsen wings it back. Gives it to Berberoy. Gets the shot off courtesy of that Mads Pitbull through ball. The front two combining for the Norwegians. And it is first blood just on the stroke of half-time. 1-0. Is this history repeating itself for Porto Salvo? They've got plenty of time to get back into this game is the only saving grace. 42 minutes on the clock. Berberoy. If it's not Mads, it'll be Berberoy. A fine, fine team, this Strenua side. Talent all the way across that 11. Farmer does well. Clears. Nothing given in terms of additional time in that first half. The referee has clearly seen enough, and it takes us through to, well, maybe our last half time of the stream, of the tournament. Who knows? But interesting. I'm hoping after they've done their heights, which is whenever you see this, by the way, if you didn't know, I'm hoping they go over to see some of the stats, because to me it felt very even. They're not going to do it. I feel like stats should just pop up automatically anyway. But Strenua, first blood to those boys. Are they going to take their foot off the gas? If I know this Strenua side, they're going to look to put this Portuguese side to the sword. And I think this plays nicely into their hands because they are a counter-attacking team. They can hurt you as soon as spaces start to open up. And I think it might go that way. Save for Deuce Leal magic. Who knows? That's why we are here to find out. 45 minutes remaining at the minimum. At the minimum. So I don't think Porto Salvo have particularly played with the brakes off. I think AC Strenua have just played really, really well. And I tell you what, that's some great football. Maybe they can start pouring some men forward. But that's what Strenua want you to do. They will hit you on the counter. They are very, very good on the counter. It's a good matchup right now. Rambarosh to D Deluxe. Mikkelsen, the gaffer, will be very happy, gaffer, at halftime. Be happier if they can get another one here. Mega Bra, Magician, gives it to Mikkelsen. Edge of the box, his Norwegian legend, Danny Verde. Right place, right time, as he usually is. Holds the ball as well. Rambarosh, probably an underrated part of this AC Strenua side. I'm sure Mikkelsen doesn't agree. But just going about his business. Having a very good tournament. Ever present. Rambarosh. Angelo to D Ultra. LPS staying patient. Trying to force Strenua back into shape, which, to be honest, I think is a good idea. Force them back. I mean, they've left so many players up, Strenua. It's nice. It's good to see. Its fortune could favour the brave here. Mixon to Mads. Rambarosh couldn't lose the attention of Fabian Quiroz. He's been there, done that. He knew exactly what he was doing there. The Ultra inside to Braga. Forces the foul. Referee didn't see it, so they're just going to keep the ball anyway. Farmer down the line to Rafa. Cuts back. Braga into Fabian Quiroz. Standel is there, though. He is going to get a free kick for his troubles. And I tell you what, if you're good at this game, which I'm sure most of these people are, that is striking distance. However, I'm sure it's going to go short. They're going to dink it over and it's going to come to nothing. Unless it's Deuce Liao taking it. Then he has free range to do what he wants. He goes for the shot. Very, very tame. Ayusi is there. under absolutely no rush. That's a great... And we talked about his distribution in the last game. Absolutely fired that out. Deuce Liao onside? Yes, he was onside, but dispossessed by Megabra, who, by the way, tackles and interceptions for a cam. Jeez. Clearly knows ball. Standel squeezes it through. He's not offside. The linesman was flagging for the foul, and everyone is confused. AC Strenua playing on. Mads Pitbull has got it now on that right wing. Holds it up, stabs it in. A very strange choice. He might do the foul here. D Ultra has got legs, and off he goes. A burst of pace, gets all the way to the byline, keeps it low. Guess who? Rambaros is there tidying up for this Strenua side. Megabra, of course. First touch out of the feet, over the top. Unlucky with the pass. Recycled by Porto Salvo. They've got just under 20 minutes to get themselves something out of this game. A goal is needed. And to be quite frank, they've not been knocking on the door. Strenua on the counter like we said they would. They're set so pretty. It's miles off. They're set so pretty in this game. They are such a good side at just giving the opposition something to think about. That counter-attacking style that they've got when they go a goal to the good. And it's what they've needed, and it's possibly going to win them this trophy. Shisui Shiki, it's taken you all week to jump into this stream. Disappointed. Disappointed. Thank you very much for running this, by the way. Like clockwork, mate. I expect nothing less from yourself. Thank you very much. The Ultra tries to slide it through. Zalo is there. Angelo recycles. Expect to see him going a bit further forward. Oh, that's a ball from Quiros. Rafa into the back post. Martz is there. Norwegian legend clears Berberoy on the counter-attack. Porto Salvo had enough men back to deal with it, so they didn't force it. 10 minutes remaining. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the only sad thing about you running this tournament is you're not playing in the tournament. We've missed you on the pitch. We'll have to wait till the 20th. Deuce Liao drops the shoulder again. It's going to fall at the feet. I tell you what. Fell to the feet of the gaffer. Standel gave him a little nudge in the back. That's what he's there to do, to be fair. But with these referees, with this game, it's a poor throw-in in the end. 6 minutes remaining. 2v2 at the back now. Porto Salvo are going for it. They've got to chuck men forward. There is Angelo, the left back. Braga gives it to Deuce Liao. Salvador to D Ultra, just can't get it through. Sandal more than happy to send that back up the pitch, knowing fine well it's going to come straight back at them. Although I say that, it's the second throw-in they've given away in quick succession. Braga, this side love a late goal. Farmer heads down. Standel is there again. Fair play. That's last 10-15 minutes. I say this last 10-15 minutes. He's been solid all week. It's what he does. But the last 10-15 minutes in particular. Here goes Mads Pitbull. What he would do for a foul here. He'd love to be fouled. Will settle for a throw-in very, very high up in the opposition half, and he'll get another one. Let's have a look in that top left-hand corner for stoppage time. We're not going to get any Liverpool-style stoppage time, I don't think. 2 minutes. Porto Salvo desperately need this ball to go forward. And it does with a great pass. Angelo flicks it on. He's been flawless. Deuce Liao, bit of magic waiting to happen. Zalo is there. Is that going to be the last clearance of the night? It is going to be the last clearance of the night. The last clearance of the game, of the tournament. And it means that AC Strenua lift the title, the third and final qualifier for that Esports Premier. They will be joining us for sure on the 20th of October at the pinnacle of pro clubs. Congratulations to those guys. Commiserations to Porto Salvo. 2 tournament finals in a row. You've got to feel for them. You've got to feel for them. 2 1-0s from a team that have been free scoring, free flowing. You couldn't make it up, could you? You just couldn't make it up. And it was their 2 strikers, a goal from Mads Pitbull in the semi-final, and then that match-winning goal, that tournament-winning goal from Berberoy, sealed it for Strenua. And there is confirmation, by the way, man of the match, Standal. Can't really argue with that one, to be fair. GG's all around. Absolutely right, Shisui. Absolutely right. Megit, thank you very, very much, guys, for your support. Helping with the tournament, playing in the tournament, and being in the chat as well. And the same to everyone who's still here, by the way. It's a long old stream, 3.5 hours, but we made it through. We made it through. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, done and dusted. All that's left really to confirm is the mathematics, which I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to attempt that. I imagine VPG, the official VPG, will post who is going to be joining those 12-13 sides in the VPG Esports Premier. So keep an eye out on social media. Either tonight, probably tomorrow. We're all tired over here at VPG and Pro Clubs Weekly. So all that leaves me to say is thank you so much for tuning in. If you tuned in for 2 minutes or 200 minutes, thank you so much. Please do continue to support Pro Clubs, however that looks. VPG, PC dubs, even if you're just dropping in and playing some elites or drop-ins or wherever it is, just please do continue to support Pro Clubs as a game mode. We will make it get to the top at some point, whether 35 or 75. We will do it eventually, but we can't do it without your help, so make sure you continue to support. Right, I'm off for a lie down and a recovery. I'm sure I'll see you guys on social media. I'm sure I'll see you in the DMs, and thank you very much for tuning in, and what a great week of football it's been. Cheerio.